little bit of tarot. So I hope you guys enjoy it. We are going to be starting with Capricorn because it was the Capricorn new moon, and happy birthday to all my Capricorns. So we're going to start with Capricorn today. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. I do appreciate all you guys coming on. I know I wasn't on last week. I've just been taking it easy, enjoying time, enjoying my rest. I've just been feeling, I think I keep telling you guys this. I've been feeling very Piscean recently. Like, I just feel like a Pisces or something. Like, I'm just in this, I would say, like a transcendent spot where it's like I know things are changing, but I'm like mellow. I'm very mellow right now. Like, I'm very calm, like compared to last year. Like, I'm very relaxed and chilled out actually. But I do honor when I'm really tired because I always say, "Hi Tani, Scorpio gang. Hey babes. Hi Laura." I always like to say, like, if I'm not ready like to come on as a reader, then I'm not going to be great for you guys because my energy's not present. And I've always been that way, and I stay true to myself. I've always been that kind of reader. Like, if I'm too tired, I don't come on, or if I feel not good enough to be able to come on, I can't. But I come on when I can. So I'm here. And I do feel good to come on. So I just been really tired. Thanks, Marmar. So we're gonna start with Capricorn, and last will be Aquarius, just because it's gonna be the new moon is gonna be in Capricorn's first house. So I think it makes sense to start with them. You've been tired too. Okay, what's your zodiac sign again, Laura? Are you Gemini? I feel like you're Gemini in something. I forgot. Um, and hi guys, if you are new, I do try to remember you guys when you come on. So you are Gemini. Okay. So, and your rising sign, because that's is your rising sign Gemini? Hi, Yuri. I don't know if you go by Yuri or what your name- I think it's Yuri. So, okay, we're gonna start with Capricorn. Oh, you're a Capricorn. Okay, yeah. So especially like Capricorns, there's a lot of energy in your houses. Like, there's a lot of planets in Capricorn right now, so you could be feeling very just heavy or tired. Um, and when we go into this first house, right, and this is just a quick energy read, you guys, but when we are going into the first house, we are talking about a reset in our identity or how we want to present ourselves. And that could just be some things on your mind. Now, again, with this full moon or with this new moon, um, this is talking about being accountable, our commitments, sustainable long term growth. So, this could just be your mind starting to recognize here, Capricorn. Let me timestamp you before I forget, because I'm not the best at that. This could just be you here starting to get an idea of how you want to show up for yourself and for the world, and finding your voice. This even could be a time where you're giving people tough love speeches, um, right? Because the first house can be, whether you like it or not, this is how it is, right, Capricorn? So you could be dealing with that, and that's particularly to someone with a heavy Capricorn placement or first, again, a rising sign here. So this is structure over spontaneity for you, still staying practical, which is how you are. This whole Capricorn new moon is long range intentions, not short lived intentions. That's not what this is going to be for. Okay. Hi, Donna. You're a Capricorn too. That's awesome. So, yeah, you seem so chill right now. I really am. Like, I know that I've been gone, but it's not like a gone in like a bad way. I just feel very like needing rest. Like, I feel very much in a way of like just rest, just rest. It's almost like preparation for something, but I don't know what it is, but I'm aware something's coming. And so, like, for me, I'm in like a hibernation feeling where I feel otherworldly. Like, I keep saying I feel like a Pisces, but I really do. Like, I feel otherworldly or like just out there. Like, like I get like an astronaut who's out in space in one of those spacesuits, like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Like, that's my energy. I'm just out somewhere. You'll find me somewhere. Yeah, that's me somewhere. That's where I'd be. But yeah, you could be seeing like a reset in your identity, Capricorn self presentation, the way you want to come out. um, a surge of clarity of your personal care, of who you want to become, and possibly like a very powerful self intervention at this time as well. Of like, this is me. So that's what I'm seeing for you. But let's pull. I've got these cards from my mom from Christmas, so and I haven't used them. These are more astrological based. Oh, I love that. See, here we come out with the sun, self expression, self identity, as the as Capricorn is in the sun right now. So you could be feeling like, how do I express myself? What is my embodied truth that I'm putting out there collectively? Right? And then you have the moon, which is the opposite of you, right? Which is Cancer. So that's very interesting. So you may be even, I always say, a part of your truth, whatever your sun sign is tapping into the opposite of you. And I find that even true, like, I'm a Virgo sun, but I find, like, I'm really a great Virgo when I have a little bit of that Piscean, dreamlike, idealistic approach than just that rigid, detail-oriented robot in the machine kinda energy. So, I feel that that's kind of you too, where you might be looking at ways to show up for yourself and nurture yourself and maybe put that into, "Yes, I'm accountable for who I am and how I express myself, and yes, I I am known to be this way." And maybe there's this part of you that really wants nurture and care and emotional expression, um, and really wanting to be nurtured by others and asking others to do that than just maybe doing it all yourself, like talking more about your needs um, as well. There could be something about, right, this, oh yeah, that's so funny. It says needs, satisfying your emotional needs, nurturing yourself and others. So yeah, so that's your main here. Some things that are coming up for you, right? And feeling like I need structure, I need to nurture myself. That's how I show up. That's how I am. And honoring even yourself and who you are. Hi, Harriet. Hi, Debbie. Hello, hello. So I'm seeing that for you as some main themes. It's so interesting that the sun and the moon came out. So, oh, beautiful. First card that comes out is the Queen of Cups, Cancerian energy. Again, this could be a time where you feel like you need warmth. You might be very sensitive at this time, especially to what others say. But others may be sensitive to what you're saying as well. I'm hearing you can't handle the truth. And then, your care is the way you do it, and you don't really want, I feel like you might be overthinking, was I warm enough? Was I compassionate enough? Um, was I honest enough? And like it's like, is it ever enough? Maybe that's how you're feeling right now. Is it ever enough? And then really what you need is like, I feel like you just read, I know this is silly, but I also feel like, and I'm hearing ill from Capricorn, but like actually like a really deep, like a really deep embrace, like a really warm embrace of like kind of, I'm getting like child's pose, right? In that pose where you're kind of just in a spot and you're kind of cradled. It's kind of giving that, but instead there's like this overthinking going on possibly for you as well. Uh, but really all you need is care and not being don't be so rigid or hard on yourself for you expressing what you needed, even if it was maybe maybe you said something in a way and it you didn't like the way you expressed it. That could be something, but I feel like it's just really you needing to show up for yourself and, yeah, you may be a caregiver by nature, but, uh, just because I feel like you're maybe and this depends if you have a Cancer placement, if you do, then hi, Fabian. I would say that if you are a Capricorn and you have a Cancer placement, disregard, but if you are just like a Capricorn with more earth heavy or fire or not water heavy, then I would say here you may be feeling like, how do I express my emotional needs out into my truth and incorporating that part of me because maybe there's a part of you that feels almost rigid or a sense of like you come off very structured, but deep underneath that there is that sensitive side needed. And so this could be a time where you're recognizing I need more care or love from others as well. And so that there could be this cause and effect and responsibility. Um, You're taking on too much. You're taking on too much responsibility. Maybe this is a time for you where you're trying to figure out and learn how to, what's it called? When you do other people tasks, delegate. Maybe this is a time where you're realizing I'm taking on too much and I need to delegate because my true self expression isn't coming out because I'm wearing too many hats. And even though that's who I am, work smarter, not harder kind of energy. There also could be a responsibility. I need a break. I need to take care of myself. Uh, and I need to make a decision on how is the best way for me to care for myself. Also, I keep like Ace of Wands here. This is you putting your fears behind you, moving towards your goal, cultivating that enthusiasm. But again, that's to come. Maybe right now it's more about like a warmth come over you of what you truly need. I feel like that's really coming over you. And it does come from a sense of structure, responsibility. It does. So it doesn't mean I'm giving up all my responsibilities because you won't do that. I can see it here. But thank you, Cindy, for liking the live. But I do see you here trying to move towards something and balancing out that with all this emotion within you. Okay, let's see. How is Capricorn feeling right now? That's so funny. That's kind of what I was saying. So again, here it's wanting to speak from your heart and when what you need and what you're. This is where I feel like you might be giving. Thank you, Amber, for the like. This is where you might be giving people tough love, but it is coming from a heart space to really open yourself and be true to yourself and what you need at this time. So yeah, there is this heart chakra opening, but it also could be creating a shadow within you where it's also causing you to emotionally withdraw. So two things are happening at once where it's like I'm putting my heart into something and then when I'm not in it, I'm completely emotionally withdrawing from everything and everyone else in my life. Thank you for the follow. So that could be something happening here where it's like I want to be open and coming from my heart space, and instead I'm emotionally withdrawing because I'm truly like hurt, and I'm not figuring out how to express that authentically or in the best way. But it's a part of your destiny to show your heart how to open from what you're emotionally withdrawing from. Some of you guys are maybe even feeling like you're dealing with a heart block and having to figure out that okay, I'm not totally open to love or I'm not totally available and I don't know how to deal with this. Um, it's like seeing the shadow from, but it's introspection, it's light. So I do see you moving out of it with destiny being here and all that green energy. It's like uh, deep down, you know something needs to change. It's just how do I open it? How do I show it? Right. So that's how you're feeling right now. Like, okay, I'm feeling, I feel like I was trying to be open from a heart space, but I wasn't understood. So now I'm reeling back and I'm emotionally withdrawing. And that is a shadow aspect of you. So you could be trying to figure out how do I open up more authentically. I'm using my hands a lot, but oh, really? My audio is coming in and out. Interesting. Is it better, or is everybody having issues? Oh, it's better now? Okay. Well, do I have to redo it though? Does that mean I have to redo it? Yes, I have to redo it. I don't remember it all. Sounds fine to you? Oh, that's good, Debbie. There's someone you might be still stuck on from a previous relationship. You might still be missing somebody, and that's where that emotional withdrawal is like I don't want to go back to them, but I'm still healing, right? And so I thought, oh, I'd be ready to put myself out there and maybe you tried. But then when you did, You felt, ugh, I get like a, uh, eh, I don't want it. I don't think you want it right now, or you're pausing here. What is that? Yeah, you're withdrawing. That's emotional withdrawal. It's like I don't know why I'm acting like I don't think I'm, and it's like a frustration in you, like, am I gonna get over this sadness or this numb? It could even be indifference or numbness, right? Like sadness or this emotional withdrawal can appear very differently to people. It's not always like a deep, like yes, you could be aware of it, and that's what's frustrating you. That you're still not over it. You're still not done it, the healing. All right, there could be something like that. You're still not over that cycle, that toxic situation I was in. When will I get out of this bond, or when will I get out of this? Uh, Almost like this hopelessness of like, when will this? It could just be even a feeling of this depression or energy that's lingering over you. I'm really wanting to celebrate and be out there. But then every time you do, it just doesn't feel right. Let's get some manifestation cards and we'll see. I do see, yeah, you're missing maybe someone or having nostalgia in the past, but it's not letting you, but you're not letting that deteriorate you from where you're going. But you could still be spying on someone possibly, or someone's still checking up on you through the grapevine, and that could be irritating you. Okay. You could be hearing about someone, and it could be making you like not feel good, like that the way that they're, yeah, temperance in reverse is like bad health, or like, and being quiet about that and being emotionally withdrawn because it bothers you. And for you, it left a bad taste in your mouth. Okay, yeah, that would make sense. Like I said, this emotional withdrawal could appear in different ways, but regardless of how it's making the Capricorn feel, it's still an emotional withdrawal that you're. I do find that you are aware of it, and you're just aware. And some of you are frustrated with it because it's not that you're not trying to be open, and some of you are just almost like withdrawing intentionally, right? So I could see it both ways. Okay, so let's pull some. I will say though, this January is going by faster than how I felt last year. I've been starting to keep tabs on like how I felt last year. Like I did write a lot about how I felt last year with the astral events to see how much it rang true and how much it didn't. Not all of it. I have been more mindful not to just. I understand as a like them being a content creator. Not all astrologers are like this by any means. Am I saying that? But like sometimes it's just a lot of like because I do like astrology. Um, it's too much headline and it makes me like, oh my god, I'm nervous about what's gonna happen for me. And then there's some astrologers who say like on a personal level, just because there's something happening globally doesn't mean it's happening for you personally. And like finding that finding that boundary, or like finding that way of finding your own resonance with it, because not everything is going to be true for you. Like there might be aspects, but the astrology has been like what they keep saying is like so crazy, and I get so nervous. I'm like, and then I remember last year about a lot of the things they said, and I just wrote them down and I kind of followed up in a notebook of like, oh, was this true for me or was this not? And not everything was, and some things were spot on, right? So um, that's like our own discernment and following that. Like I always say, you know, with tarot, what I like to do is I like to watch things back. Like I like to go back um, and listen to tarot readers when they said that, and then follow up like 2 months later, be like, did that happen? Did this occur? And that's a great way to like see how do you really resonate with a reader or with anyone, is following back up to what they said and then what they occurred. Now I'm just a current energy reader, so not I can see where energy is going based on where you are, but I don't try to be too predictive. I try to be more like your tarot bestie and vibe with how you're feeling, you know, kind of like counsel in a way, or like resonance. That's what I do as a reader, just like stating that, because I understand there's different readers. Like you're going to go on and see readers who are very predictive, and that's what they're good at. That is what they do. I don't like really to do that. Some people ask for readings from me. It's like I don't really want to do it because I know they're wanting predictive, and I don't love to do that. Thank you, Marmar. Yeah, not answering personal questions. Okay, so we have your initiative, Capricorn. Waiting won't bring results. Taking action is the key to unlocking new opportunities. Step forward boldly today. Act on an idea without over analyzing. So I see you doing that at the bottom of the deck. There was that King of Pentacles. So I think even if you are aware of the shadow side, I see you as I'm going to get some work done aside from efficiency. Work smarter. Again, here we go. I think I said this earlier. Work smarter, not harder. Align effort with strategy for maximum impact. Optimize your approach today and find ways to simplify your effort. And then we have trust. Have faith in the unseen. Everything is unfolding in divine timing. Let go of the need to control. Surrender to the process and trust that the universe has your back. So I think you're still going to work on your goals. It doesn't mean that everything is great. Like you might be having some issues, like more on the emotional level, on what you're becoming, on opening up your heart space. But that's not going to stop you from your goals. That's not going to stop you from your work. Okay. That's not going to stop you from your whole reinvention of where your identity and how you in your identity search and how you're presenting yourself forward. So yeah, you're gonna keep clocking in and you just follow that internal compass, right? It's like you're gonna keep going. Like I don't think anything's going to stop you, okay? Because you already went through some things already, and I think this is just if you're going through anything that's frustrating, which I don't feel like you feel frustrated, but I think you're aware, you're just gonna move past it. Like I feel like this year you're gonna just it's gonna feel lighter on your hearing the walls. It's gonna be like a waltz, right? Like you're not gonna be doing like the tango. Okay, you're not in that. Okay. Thanks, Jonathan. We're on Capricorn and we started with Capricorn. So right, so you're gonna be doing the waltz through this year. That's what I'm getting. Okay, you're gonna be still working. You're gonna be following that internal guide, and kind of following where your work or your passion is. Okay, that's where I'm seeing. But again, trust. You don't need to see where you're going. Okay, those goggles are on because I'm hearing this song "Blurry" by Puddle of Mud. I can be a someone. I can be a scene. Know that I'll protect you from all of the unseen. Is that blurry? Can you take it all away? I don't know why that's coming up for me, but it is. Okay, so signs you could be dealing with. Not that the signs on this one really matter. I understand for love, but this is more like energy read. But we have Capricorn, Libra, Cancer. And if you have those, maybe this is resonating a little bit more. Okay? Okay. Capricorn got it big because they were first. And, it's your birthday. So, again, happy birthday to you guys. If this does resonate, please comment. Please let me know in the chat or in the comments if you're watching it that how it resonates for you. I appreciate that. I love talk and I love you guys sharing your stories with me. It's my favorite part because I really do see you guys as like people that talk, we resonate, right? Did you buy a new dry eraser? No, I have Expo spray, okay? But I do have a dry eraser. I just am lazy sometimes. That's my problem. Okay, moving on to Sagittarius. Do we have any Sagittarius here? Okay. I feel like I just need more light on me. Like I feel so like it's so dark. Johnson, I'm ready. Okay. So the first part, if you are a Sagittarius rising, this may resonate a little bit more with you, but it can also resonate if you have your sun in Sagittarius, or you just have a couple Sagittarius placements here. Well, thank you, Cindy. I'm glad it did. So, Sagittarius, this is going to be in your second house. You may be focusing on your values, your resources, your self worth, and kind of just laying down the groundwork for your financial stability and redefining what does security mean to you. Some of you guys, this is about, again, your worth, and what does security look like to you? And that really does look so differently for everyone. And again, this is about long term planning than it is short term wins on these new moons. So maybe this is a question that you ask yourself um, in the next 5 years or indefinitely. What does security and worth look like? And focus on your values and resources. Okay. So, new decks from my Sagittarius mom. So we will see here. Thank you, Debbie. I appreciate that. What is for what's happening for my Sagittarius collective? Oh, good. Card happy. There we go. Wow, that's so crazy. What came out? House 2, talking about your values, self worth, your possessions, and this is physical security and material values here. So again, that is coming out for you. And then we have Cancer. So this is talking about wanting comfort, wanting protection, and maybe wanting to nurture yourself as well at this time. So could be feeling maybe a little bit more emotional at this time too. That's funny. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing for you. Let's pull some tarot now. Tell me what's happening in the energy for the collective of Sagittarius here. Let me know if you are Sagittarius. I'm hearing I don't want to share. Whatever that means. I'm hearing I don't want to share my money anymore. I don't want to share my privacy. I don't want to share. I'm just hearing I don't want to share. I don't know where that's coming from, but I'm hearing that. With the Three of Pentacles being here, it could be delays because there were things that needed to be collaborated with in a financial, or this could have just been at work, right? Like wanting a reciprocity and working together and finding almost like a refusal, whether it was from you or someone else, to take the steps necessary and feeling like, I'm not going to be challenged, um, but I am getting bored, or I am getting plagued by the fact of not working with one another. And Ace of Pentacles being here shows a delay. It doesn't mean that you're not going to get your goals, or you're not going to get your wins, especially financially or monetarily, but you could be feeling a delay or an impatience and wanting your success when you want it, or feeling a delay in that, or just could be dealing with maybe even for some of you, maybe even a job loss or a job restriction, or maybe you're looking for a job and you're not finding one. Okay, that could be for some of you. Um, so patience is needed because Spirit's saying Wheel of Fortune, it's just not right now, but it doesn't mean it's not coming. So don't stop trying just because it's not showing collaborative, right? So you could be applying for jobs, or you could be saving money and feeling like you're in this sinking hole. But you never know when that opportunity is coming back around, okay? So I do see like an opportunity coming here, and it's just asking you maybe right now to get a little bit more structured, right? With this Emperor card, this is about your authority and structuring yourself and not relying on others to collaborate or function in the ways you need them to. It's like focus on you, right? And so that's something that's very important. Um, the Hermit cards here, so you are very introspective at this time. You are searching, you are asking those questions. What does security look like to me? For some of you, security looks like protecting what is not, protecting, um, needing comfort around my home and around my, a lot of times our Cancer's the fourth house. So you could be wanting to protect what's yours within your home or protect what's yours financially if you're going through separation. Okay, that could be something here. Um, yeah, I think you're asking yourself some pretty big questions and almost like needing. It's almost like you're not trying to avoid responsibility right now. There's something in you saying, I can't keep avoiding responsibility. This is a time where I really do need to structure myself. I really do need to get focused and grounded. And maybe you're having a hard time doing that because a part of you is like wanting to go. Like Sagittarian energy tends to want to kind of be free from responsibility. But with all these Capricorn placements, it's like, no, sit down, time out. Like you're being forced in a timeout. And some of you guys may be forced in a timeout literally because you don't have the money. All right, that's just for some of you. Like you're just like, damn, I want to go do things, but I can't because I'm strapped. So it could be like the universe is saying, no, sit. That's funny. Yeah, I'll tell y'all like, how I want to go on that trip. I want to go to the beach. I don't want to be in the cold anymore. I just want to go away. And it's like, no, I'm like, no, not gonna. I gotta take care of my house or my car this month, so not gonna do that. Like life. And that song, "Stressed Out" by 21 Pilots, where it's like, wish we could turn back time to the good old days, but now we're stressed out. It's like you think that. Um, I'm trying to make it lighthearted. I know it's not funny, but like as a reader, I don't want to be a deadbeat. Damn. Okay, but here with the Four of Cups, this could be people inviting you out. You're ignoring people at this time. You may just not interject. I know, like even me, like if I don't have money or I'm not feeling good financially or I'm just not feeling like then I don't feel good, period, and I don't want to go do anything. Like if I feel strapped or I get anxiety, like some of you guys are like about tax season, right? Some of you guys are future planning for tax season even, right? And it's like, nah, I don't feel good about that. It's like your whole energy is kind of feeling like, leave me alone. Like you said, but yeah, and it's like spirit maybe like calling on you, maybe asking you to sit down. And I keep saying like you just don't want to sit. Like I see you like even like you may be doing things to kind of organize yourself, like cleaning your closet or moving or driving a lot. I mean someone who's driving a lot. And like spirit's actually asking you to like sit and rest, to like meditate or find a place of peace. And you're just like it's like, hey, I want you to rest, and you're like, no, I'm gonna just keep working. It's like, you're gonna tap out. So be careful of that, of overworking yourself to the point of tap out. With the Empress here, though, I think you just know it's not now. Like I'm not answering the call because I don't sense that this is a really good time. Like I understand, like with what I'm doing right now, the grind that I'm doing will lead to abundance, but I'm frustrated because I'm not having fun with what I'm doing. Like, so like again, it could be just as simple as like I'm in a job because I have to be, not because I love it, or I'm doing this because I got to. Um, but I know in the long term, like you guys are like, having a baby coming, and you're like, okay, I gotta like get my head focused because it's like I got something coming, right? There's something getting conceived. So through your indifference, there is conception, right? So it's like even in your yeah, maybe some of you guys are pregnant, or your person is, and you're like, okay, well, I got to do this. I don't want to, but I got to. Or you're like, well, no, I do want to go on vacation, but I gotta, get this car, or I won't, or I'll be not having anywhere, or I don't like this job, but I gotta pay my rent. So again, it's forced. Hi, Maggie. Hello, hello. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing. Let's get a vibe check on how you're feeling here. Throat chakra. Some of you guys need to talk, like you're holding it all in. Throat chakra. I feel like you guys want to say something. I'm hearing say what you need to say. I feel like some of you really want safety. Again, when it comes down to long term, right? When I was asking the question of asking what does security mean to you, it means feeling safe. And actually, um, as much as you're like a freedom seeker, everybody wants a sense of safety in their own right. And so, if you are a freedom seeker, the only way that you could feel safe is possibly with the money, because you may be wanting to go everywhere or be able to do everything, but you can't because money straps, right? Um, so, right to you, it may be vocalizing how can I feel safe at this time, even when I feel frustrated or feel uncollaborative. Um, and that could lead to a sense of transformation, is talking about your safety and security and how you feel like it's maybe threatened in a way, or feeling like I feel like what you're thinking of is more economically based. Like I don't know if what's stressing you is when I think of throat, I think of communication, media, um, right? It's like everything that you're seeing maybe rocking your sense of security, and you're almost like hearing don't put baby in a corner, but it is making you put in a corner because you're like, well, at least I have a job, at least I have this, at least I have that, right? But it's almost like a at least I have it, but you're actually really wanting a sense of transformation, but you're frustrated because your security is also very important and your safety is important. So it's like I feel like you're conflicted, and that's how you're feeling. And you're not talking about it. Third eye chakra, there's an inner knowing in you that things will transform and things are changing. You might be feeling energetically like there's a shift. I've been saying I'm feeling like there's something about to come, but I don't know what it is. And so for some of you guys, of course, as you guys are into tarot and things like that, you may already have that, like you say, like Sagittarius is the sage, or is, you know, uh, philosopher, right? Uh, the Phoenix rising. And so you may be aware that something's getting changing. You're sensing a change. You, the Empress. Yes, it talks about abundance, but it talks about senses. Sensing. Like, I feel like your spidey senses are telling you that something's going to happen, and I don't want to rock the boat right now because my security matters. So there's this inner awareness with that third eye chakra and transformation, a fight in you because you want security, but you don't think you can be like no matter what you see a transformation happening economically. I feel like you're thinking more on like yes, internally you could be having a frustration, but I do think it's because of something outside of you too. That's rocking their boat. So yeah, things outside of you are that. And what did I say? Spirit's asking you to what? Rest. And you're like, no, no, no. But if you rest, your spiritual strength gains stronger, right? It lifts you. Lift me up. Like Josh Groban, that song, Lift Me Up. Yeah, it's gonna lift you up. So take your rest, guys. Listen to that. I think you're aware. Could be dealing with an Aries, a Virgo, and a Libra, or you could have those placements. Double confirmation for you if you do. And let's pull some universe. Mastery. True excellence is achieved through dedication and continuous improvement. Hone your craft today and strive excellent in what you do. So again, you could be sensing a change, but you're still mastering something or doing something for your sense of security or purpose. I love that, Jonathan. Okay, trust. You also got trust. Have faith in the unseen. Everything is unfolding in divine timing. Let go of control of your sense of safety. Surrender to the process and trust the universe. where doors opening that you don't see, but it's maybe possibly through your mastery of I'm hearing sit still, because again, an awareness of change, speaking about change, even though it hasn't happened yet. So you're stepping into a higher awareness, a deep spiritual awakening that's unfolding, and you need to spend time alone in reflection or meditation to tune into new insights. I'm not going to say I said that, but I said that. But thank you, universe, for agreeing. All righty. Thank you, Marmar, for helping me so much. I really appreciate you. All right, moving on now to Scorpio rising or Scorpio heavy placement. I also would say watch your sun, your rising, and your moon specifically, all three. I would watch all three and see if there's anything that's correlating. One second. Thank you for your questions, Maggie. Yeah, I just don't do personal questions. I'm really just focused on collective all signs readings right now, and I'm just not one of the readers who does personals. Okay, so Scorpio. Okay, so Scorpio. Is going to be happening in your this is all this new moon that's happened on the 18th, but for the next couple days you could be really thinking about these things or finding that this is coming up for you. So this is going to be in your third house of communication, learning, and local engagement. Community, siblings, cousins, things like that is activated. There could be a moment where you're just getting a lot of clarity through your own voice within authority or having a voice in an authority position possibly and having to make decisions and agreements or written plans that do have a long lasting impact. Okay, so that could be coming out for you, and now we're going to pull these cards. I'm really enjoying these ones. They're so pretty. Thank you so much, Debbie. You're so sweet. I really appreciate that. Hey Debbie, do you think at the end when I finish you could put it in the comment section of the video? If not, I'll do it. But if you could, since you like just have it already there, that'd be awesome. Thank you. I appreciate you. Ooh, your fire is activated here, Scorpio. So this could be a lot of confidence, optimism, and passion. And other people love the way that you're thinking and find bravery in what you have to say. You could have a strong Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo placement in your sun or rising position. And if you do, then this could be more related to you. And then you also have uh, house two, which is talking about your physical security, your self worth, and possessions and values. So you could be feeling very confident in what you've built for yourself or looking at things on a positive side, and other people like what you have to say. Maybe what you say, Scorpio, has a little bit more confidence and passion behind it with a sense of, again, optimism, where other people may be like, when they're sharing things or communicating things, almost like this Debbie Downer or this uncertainty, whereas you're actually just appearing very straight lined and focused. Okay, let's see what else we got going on for you. Scorpio. Interesting. Oh, yeah, yeah. So right now or later? So Capricorn is 3 minutes and 4 seconds. Saggy is 24 minutes and 30 seconds. And Scorpio was 42 minutes and 50 seconds. I don't know if you were saying it right now. Okay, so with the Three of Pentacles to the Fool card, you are looking for teamwork or collaboration within your life and kind of stepping into this place of faith where other people may be having a lot of fear and doom and gloom around them. You're not really looking at it. You're only really looking towards people and situations that are working towards building a stronger community or group. You are kind of moving away from any drama or you won't even be around it. You'll just be like, if you see people talking in the distance, you're going in the opposite direction, is what it's giving. Um, you're kind of excited to where you're going, and you feel like you're at this time you're really diplomatic in a way and able to diffuse any tension around you, but also being able to be loved by being as honest and fair as you can in a very warm, compassionate way, okay, with the Queen of Cups. So you could be very open about your feelings, expressing them outwardly. And that's something that you're beginning to do for the first time instead of like, right, like Scorpios, they've always said it can be very hidden and secretive. It's like, I don't see you doing that at all. I think you've moved out of that because you saw that as a way of protecting yourself from abandonment or isolation. And now you see that you're quickly moving out of that and hearing putting on new shoes or putting on yeah, you're wearing something differently, right? You're trying to kind of change the ways that you used to withdraw and what you used to withdraw from, you refuse to do that now because you see it as maybe like that was an insecurity of mine holding back, and I shouldn't have to do that with people that I want to work with or collaborate with here with the Three of Pentacles. So yeah, I feel your heart's open. I feel that you're expressive and you're moving away from anything that makes you feel unworthy, unvalidated, or insecure or left. Um, you refuse that at this time. I feel like no, I refuse that, and I quickly am going towards a life that is full, not lacking. Right? Okay, got it. Yeah, with the star, you're just really you have a lot of faith. Again, you're not really working from a sense of fear. You might be feeling more hopeful at this time, more inspired at this time. What is inspiring them exactly? Yeah, wanting a sense of oh, this goes back to this house two almost, but in a Ten of Pentacles way, where you're looking at your physical security, home, um, possessions, material value, maybe in your home, your sense of security, um, a quality of looking for something that is a secure foundation that does require attention, but also will bring long-term prosperity to you. I feel you may be letting your guard down here with the with the Nine of Wands here. You're letting your guard down, and you are moving forward. I want to let my guard down, and I want to move forward towards more prosperous situations and dynamics. Just be careful of overindulgence, escapism as well, or a lack of self control being right. Sometimes here with this Fool card, where's he going? Right, he's going off a cliff. So you need to be grounded at this time, even if you are very excited and full of life and quick with that Knight of Wands. There's a caution to it. Be very cautious of doing things too quickly to the point where you're running yourself off a hill and it's overindulgence, escapism, um, and you're just I feel like with the chariot card here, you just could be going too fast with that Knight of Wands and the chariot. It's like full speed ahead where's the groundedness in this? So be mindful of that just a little bit. Like I feel like you're on a roller coaster kind of ride. Like your adrenaline's really high, and it's saying, "Hey, slow down, slow down." Page of Wands, you could be very inspired at this time, having a lot of ideas, different ways of doing things, thinking outside the box. That's what I said. But with the Strength card, there's a need to be patient. There's a need to let the trial run its course. It's like you want to just pass all the green lights, and it's saying, "Hey, hey, slow down, soft control, not hard control. You're asserting yourself too much. So relax. There's a need for that." Okay, let's get a vibe check on how you're feeling. Hope and temptation. Yeah, it's like um, you could be very tempted. You could be very fiery again, very excited, maybe passionate about someone new and very hopeful. But again, it could be overindulgence, and you might be running really fast into to something, and it's saying, "Hey, take a break." You might be feeling like you're overindulgent at this time and you do need to rest. Which if you do take a break, if you do let it the seeds plant instead of just looking at it and being like, is it grown yet? Is it growing? Is it growing? Like move away from the plant, let it get some sunlight, let it breathe, then it can lead to a lot of victory and success. So it's saying, hey, Rome wasn't built in a day, neither will this. Be patient in this, right? Because again, this Capricorn new moon is talking about long-term stability, not short-term wins. So I think you're going to definitely need that reminder with whatever you're dealing with, okay? And let's pull. But keep being hopeful, keep being faithful and optimistic, but slow down. Again, a lot of material prosperity happening for you. Your money's going to glow up as well, Scorpio. Okay, signs you could be dealing with, we have Cancer, we have Aquarius, Sagittarius, Aries, Cancer. Look out, look out, look out. So it's something like that. Look out, look out, look out. Look where you're going. Something about you need to look where you're going. I don't know where that's coming from, but look out, look out. Surrender, let go is the key to freedom. Release attachment and trust the process. Surrender control today and trust that what is meant for you will come effortlessly. Okay. And then we have forgiveness, releasing resentment frees you. Forgiveness is for you, not for them. Let go of past hurts and choose peace over pain by forgiving yourself and others. Oh, I like this one. Unfolding. Your path doesn't need to be fully visible. It reveals itself moment by moment. Let go of the pressure to know everything now and stay present and allow each step to emerge naturally. Okay. All right, moving forward. Okay, moving on to Libra. So if you're Libra rising, Libra, Libra rising particularly, but Libra moon, Libra rising, Libra collective, this is for you. Libra. Okay, so we're going to do it at 54, 54 minutes and 59 seconds. My Mars a Libra moon. Okay, so Libra, this is happening in your fourth house of home, family, and emotional foundations. You could be begin a new phase of where you live, how you nurture your loved ones versus yourself, and establish a deep sense of personal security at this time. Could even be looking at moving home, or that could be something you're thinking about creating. There could be a lot of uh, questioning of your emotional foundations and how they relate to your family or even your inner child or childhood and how it's changed. Something that could be on your mind. Okay. What else do we have going on for my Libra rising? Behind? Okay, so we have water, spirituality, emotion, intuition, and compassion. You could have a water placement, Scorpio, uh, Cancer, and Pisces. Maybe you have that in your moon or your rising. You could be water dominant or dealing with a water sign. But yeah, this is your spirituality may be heightened at this time, feeling very intuitive or emotional. There is Cancer coming up here. You could be dealing with Cancer or have Cancer in your chart. This is talking about your need for comfort, protection, or nurture as well, and feeling very set of wanting to, again, well, the fourth house is a Cancerian place. So maybe you're thinking highly of your mother, as the fourth house is ruled by your mother, or how you nurture, how you care, how you need comfort or compassion or protection, and destined to have. So this, what's happening right now could be part of your destiny, right? Uh, it's not just a choice. Whatever you're going through, it's not just a choice. It's a part of your destiny. You know, I say like with readers, for instance, like especially like mediums or psychics, they'll like they they'll say things to you where some you have choice and some like no matter what you do, it was always meant to happen for you. And I feel like whatever you're dealing with right now, Libra, it must be something that is destined. You're destined to have it with that North Node. Okay. So yeah, let's see here what we got going on in the tarot. It kind of did. That's good. That's okay. Thanks for sharing. You may have to sacrifice or let something go. Um, there could be some deception, or there could be an affair of sorts, whether you were having one or another person is. Um, and there could be envy from an ex, or even um, you could have been deceived by a partner and needing to kind of let that go to make better choices moving forward. Because the choices that you decide do affect your destiny, right? Or no. Um, so there could also be something that you may be realizing that someone's very envious of you and you need to let go of that person so that you have a better path as well. Something like that's happening here. Juicy, juicy, juicy. All right, I said I was going to pull tarot. What a weird lineup. Well, I was doing it based off the Capricorn new moon, and it's Capricorn's birthday season. So it's it's kind of based on the houses. Like, it wouldn't make sense for me to go Capricorn then Aquarius because it goes from the 1st to the 12th instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Makes more sense that way. Oh, okay. Maybe more relationship for you, Libra. Um, I feel like there's a part of you that feels like you need to let a relationship go, or you've needed to remove yourself from something that was feeling very hopeless or you are bonded to. And no matter how hard you try, it feels like it's just not working or it's not coming together with the world card in the way that you wanted it to evolve, the way you wanted it to come together. It's not appearing that way. And instead of you getting stuck or toxic or tied into something or someone may be obsessive, it's like I want to move away from those kind of things. I don't want to go there with someone, right? So there could be wanting a withdrawal, or someone could be withdrawing from the connection and someone's freaking out. I don't know if it's you or this person. I feel like you might be feeling bad that you are withdrawing from somebody. And there's a level of guilt that you have that you don't feel like you want to stay or that you want to be, um, I don't want to stay. And I'm sorry, like that I care more about myself, or I'm more withdrawn, or I'm bored of it, or I'm over it. But I have to go where it takes me. I have to go where the wind is pulling me, and I'm kind of going in this direction. And I know it's not the direction you wanted me to go in, but it's the one that I feel free. Um, like I'm ready for this beginning. And it's also where there's a lot of security for you, right? So you could be moving at this time. You could be moving your home and it may not be what other people want, but you want change in your life. And so there could be a question also around your home. Maybe it's not romantic. Maybe it's like, I'm going to be tied living with certain people. And I'm kind of like over this living situation. I'd like to experience a new area to live in or a new place to go. I want to be somewhere else. And I want to follow my intuition, my gut. Like there's something intuitively here with me, right? With that moon card. I want to follow my intuition. I want to follow that why I'm not really feeling happy here in my home, or I'm not happy where I am. And I want to listen to that and I want to move. So with the Nine of Pentacles, it's not that you're making a quick it might be a very quick understanding or decision, but it still requires with the Nine of Pentacles thorough thought and something that you're working towards to maybe um, enjoy your life more, right? Like maybe you live more in an isolated, desolated area and you want to move closer to a city because you want to be more social or you want to be in a thriving place where you could make more money for work, right? So there could be something like that going on. Yes, I'm planning and I want to move. I need to. Okay, cool. Thank you for that. So there could be you trying to plan it out, right? Because I want to feel like I'm living my life. Like I want to go out. I want to celebrate. I want to maybe even I want to move towards being in a relationship and I'm far away from my partner, so I want to get closer to a partner that I want to be with. And this is too much of a drive for me, so I want to look at somewhere else to live, right? So there could be like those things playing in your mind. The bottom of the deck, we have the Lovers and the Ten of Wands. This is making me think like something like you have a choice to make. Um, Within a relationship, within your personal beliefs and values, and feeling like you're a little burdened or feeling overloaded, feeling resistant, like there's too much to make it work. And there could be a thing of things are changing and I'm aware it's changing. And I'm kind of like going quietly, or things have changed quietly, but I'm choosing this. Some of you guys are going to be choosing this relationship, but trying to make the distance closer or make the struggle less, and having to make better choices, and work towards like putting your money together or being more resourceful with your money. So in the long term, you can get something more, like get a better house or get or move to a different city or state. So yeah, I keep getting that. Let me get a vibe check on how you're feeling overall, Libra. Suffering in silence. Okay, so you feel like you're suffering in silence. You're kind of emotionally withdrawn at this time. You feel like you want to be somewhere else, like if you're so far away. Something's very far from you, and you want to bridge the gap to get closer. Yeah, firm foundation and victory and success. So you're aware that something needs to be firm and secure, and you're looking at your home or your sense of foundation with that base chakra. You want to feel safe in it, and it starts off with that firm foundation, like laying a grounding, a firm ground to stand on. And so, knowing where you stand in the mountain, you have to overcome. The mountain is you here, but yeah, you're recognizing you got to start from the bottom, right? Now I'm here, victory and success. So you may be feeling like I'm suffering because I'm like, this is my starting point, but I know where I'm going and I have that vision. And because I have that vision, of that north node, of that destiny, I'm I'm okay filling the gaps. And I think that's where you may need to not get bummed out in that suffering, but get excited. It keeps being like you're looking at a mountain, being like, oh, I'm so resistant to tracking up that mountain, right? Like I'm tired even just looking at it. Um, but I have to do it. Some of you guys, this could even be your health, right? Like, oh man, I know like I have these goals, right, of how I want to look or how I want to, and I know what I got to do to get there, right? So like I'm starting from with what I'm eating, and then I'm starting with walking this amount. So it's like you're starting with a sense of responsibility, but then you look at all the things you have to do to get there. You're like, so long. That's why I'm getting tired already just thinking about it. Yeah. Okay, so could be dealing with an Aries, a Capricorn, a Virgo. Okay. Yeah, so that's what I'm feeling for you guys. Or you could have those placements. Yeah, stick around for the Aquarius reading, Marmar. Yeah, for sure. Also could have a water placement or a Cancer placement. Okay. All right. Next, we are moving on to Virgos. Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. But if you are a rising sign, this will show up a little bit more for you. Okay. So, start with you. Definitely not used to what? Sorry, Johnny. I missed out. Yes, I've been dealing with anxiety, which I haven't in months. Since yesterday, the new moon, I started with a vision board. Oh, that's lovely. You're a Leo rising. Okay. Your Venus is in Pisces. But you have so many interesting parts of your chart. All right, Virgo. We're at 10. Let's do 109.50 because I want to drink. Alrighty, Virgos. So this is happening in your fifth house of creativity, romance, passion, projects, expressive play. Um, you could be committing to something you love, but it's requiring a sense of structure to your joy or creative expression, possibly as well. All right. I'll say what I want to say in the after I do this. Okay, so Virgos, let's see what's happening for you at this time. You could be going on dates. You could be dealing with children. That's a lot of fifth house placements. Um, so yeah, that could be something for you right now. You could be feeling challenges, like there's a mountain to climb possibly within showing your expression and showing your creativity, showing your like the fifth house is Leo, right? Which is the sun, showing your expression and how you want to show up when you're dealing with romance or dealing with how do I express myself in play? How do I have more fun? How do I, yeah, you may be having issues with how do I be an individual within a connection, right? And feeling like that could be challenging you. Like my self image, my approach to life within my connections of the people I date. And like there could be this aspect where it's challenging because you don't want to lose yourself to someone you're dating. There could be, I don't want to lose my individuality. I don't like the way people are assuming I appear versus how I truly am, and feeling like that you're not being seen as authentically as you are, possibly. Um, and there also may be changes that you want in your life. You want more fun, you want more play, uh, you want to showcase your creativity in different ways than just one box, right? So it could be you thinking of different ways to express yourself as well. Okay, Virgo collective. What's going on for the Virgos collectively? Oh, that's so funny because that's kind of what I was saying. Okay, uh, Virgo, it seems here that there's an inability to make a decision with the Two of Pentacles. Like I'm not sure what's the next part of my journey. Where am I going? I'm not really sure. And I feel like instead of enjoying this process, you're like, I don't like it. Like I need to know where I'm going. I need a sense of security. I like my security. I don't like just, hi William, hello, hello. I don't like just stepping into the unknown. I'm hearing that like Frozen song, like into the unknown, but I can't sing. But like into the unknown, right? Like I don't know. It's like all like I just don't. It just looks like a blizzard, and I don't want to go there. I don't want to go into the blizzard because there's a chance I get left out in the cold. Like I lose direction, and I like structure. I like the way I do things. I don't want to go out into the unknown, right? And then it's like on the other side, I'm hearing let it go. So I'm hearing like into the unknown and then let it go at the same time. And you might just be stuck frozen with like this challenging inability to move because you're like, okay, I gotta go into the unknown, but like I can't really let go. So it's like, hi Kay, hey. So it's like you're doing two things at once. I feel like you're like kind of like, like you're kind of pulled here. It's kind of funny. Um, I feel like there's almost this feeling of like I don't know what I'm doing. Um, there could be right. This could be a power struggle or people fighting for your affection or competing in a way with you. Others could be feeling in competition to you, feeling intimidated by you. and you not really being aware, or you like having so much else going on in the background, you're not really seeing it, right? This is that Piscean card, the Hangman, where it's like you see things, you're suspended and you see it, like you're aware that there's people intimidated or fighting for affection or wanting the attention, and you're kind of maybe withdrawing, but really, it's asking you to be more compassionate. It's asking you to give more, be more gentle, be more nurturing, and instead you're like just kind of frozen, stuck, and like this, I feel overloaded in making a decision. I don't know. Like someone may be wanting you to commit, for instance, Virgo, and you're like, I don't know, one foot in, one foot out. Yes, Debbie, like that. I don't know. Ugh. And then at the same time, hermiting, going back into your hermit zone. I just need to like come out. I need guidance. I need introspection. I need to find the light at the end of the tunnel and fighting how do I show up in my authenticity, in my full expression. With that sun card is vitality, it's life force, like showing that forward instead of fighting. It's almost like you're trying to hide yourself, Virgo. Again, and you could be intimidated, or other people could be intimidated by your light, right? And you kind of don't really show. I feel like you're not really putting your heart on your sleeve. You're not really showing that part. Instead, you're holding back. Okay, so it's like not knowing how to show up, not knowing how to express. So it's like you could be feeling a lot, right? But when you talk or when you say something, you don't really show your full expression. Your tone may be an issue here with the Five of Swords, right? Like I always say this because my sister's also a Virgo. And one thing me and her don't have is like we don't hear ourselves when we say something. Like I think I said this before. I'll watch my reading back and I'll be like, oh, I'm so sorry. And like even deep down, I feel like I am really sorry. I feel like when I say it's like I'm sorry, but like, I didn't mean it to sound like that, right? So there could be something in your tone or your speech even where you may be feeling like, oh, like the way I need to express myself needs to be more energetic or but I feel like don't be too hard on yourself with the Ten of Wands. Don't be too hard. At the bottom of the deck, balance. Maybe it's just a sign of the times that hey, I need to be more open and heartfelt in my communication and be more receptive with a little bit more love. I'm hearing this. A spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down, Virgo. So it's like maybe you're saying things and it's a harsh reality, but maybe you sprinkle it with a lot more love in your communication. Um, so maybe being more gentle, a bit easy, a little bit more loving in your what? Ace of Swords, in your communication. So it will take time to be more expressive within your communication as well. So be patient with yourself. Thanks, Debbie, for answering that. So let's see how you're feeling. I just want to vibe check on you. Okay. Yeah, there's a shadow side of you where your heart doesn't really get shown at first, right? And you're not knowing how to express your heart openly and speak your truth from your heart. And with that shadow side, there's a part of you hiding your truth, not being able to open up as much as you'd like. And you may be feeling like there is a partnership or an alliance. Could be friendship, could be romantic. I honestly, with that fifth house placement, I would say this is romantic. That there is conversations happening um, with a partner or someone you're a friend with. Maybe it's turning more romantic over time, and your heart needs just to open up a little bit more. So this could be a friend who turned into a lover as well. Uh, but I do think this conversations, or you will be having conversations about this time about working together with someone else as well. There could even be an opportunity to work with somebody um, where you might be expressing your voice or expressing your individuality, Virgo, and there is a chance of a romantic union forming from that as well. So that's kind of what I'm seeing for you. I will pull the manifestation, the law of attraction card. Let's see. Let me see. Signs you could be dealing with or you have in your chart double confirmation. Leo, Cancer, Pisces, Aries, Virgo. What do Virgos need to know right now? All right, Virgo. We have efficiency. Work smarter, not harder. Align effort with strategy. Optimize your approach today and find ways to simplify your efforts. Might be working too hard or doing too much at this time and not having enough energy. Determination, strong will, and persistence guarantee success. Stay committed despite obstacles and take action today with full determination that obstacles are merely a stepping stone to mastery. So, yeah, you may be feeling really tired, but at this time, you may be finding a way to, again, optimize your efforts. Someone may be coming to you, like a partner or someone who's in your industry, may be coming to you and giving you some advice, and it opens your world up to something you never thought of, right? So there could be some opportunities here as well. Someone like communicating with you and helping. Then we have flow, and this says alignment to bring ease. When you surrender resistance, things move effortlessly. Allow flow to unfold without forcing outcomes. Flow the path of least resistance. And then we have, and this says love grows through commitment and care. What you nurture will flourish. Show up fully for something or someone you care about and give love freely. I feel like the last one is probably the most important one. So I will show you it so you can screenshot it if you need. But devotion, I'll say it one more time for now. Love grows through commitment and care. What you nurture will flourish. Show up fully for something or someone you care about and give love freely. Virgo, I feel such resistance. Like, thank you, Marmar, for letting them know where they can go. I appreciate you so much for that. All right, we're going to move on to Leo. Do we have any Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus? That's so true. You know what's crazy is I'm looking at all of them, and I'm very picky about my cards sometimes. And I'm looking at these ones, and it's like, oh, I'm like noticing such similar graphics on them, like these two, right? I just noticed that. I'm like, wow, it's like what energy. And then I always use this one for tarot. This is the Wild Reflections. I really like, I don't know, the feel of this one. This one's just cool. And then there's this. I told you there was a time I got rid of all my decks, and this one, this one's really good. This one's really good. This is Psychic Tarot. I found when I used to give personal readings, this one helped me the most in understanding people. So this one's really special to me. I always found it really resonated with people whenever I used this. This one helped me the most. And then this is a new one I got because I've never really had a card for astrology. And so this is a new astro. Hi, Marlene. How are you? All right, Leos. Leos. Like you and Virgo switched. Virgo's in your fifth house. Leo, Virgo's in your sixth house, right? So y'all are kind of like swapping. Okay, so this is 1 hour, 24 minutes, and 40 seconds for Leo. So This is in your sixth house of work, health, and discipline. Your daily work will be highlighted, highlighted. So it could be a really great time to restructure your workflow, have healthier habits. Maybe you guys are getting rid of some addictions or removing some toxic ways of being that don't really help you with your sustainability of your life or livelihood. And whatever systems you're creating or you're putting in play, I mean, this is just like a better diet. And this could really support you in your goals for long term. Some of you guys, this could just be your mental health, depending on where your your other placements are. This could be mental health, needing to have a better routine of maybe walking, or maybe you're dealing with some type of depression, so you need like some movement in your life, or the food you're eating aren't really supplying you with a great, I don't know, I feel like it all goes together, right? So you guys may be getting a new job. I've told you guys that before, but for some of my Leos, you may be getting a new job or quitting a job as well, or getting a boost up, level up, level up. Okay, so let's pull. Oh, yeah. All right. Yes, you will. Oh, are you a Leo rising? Or are you a Leo sun? I will start a new job on February 9th. I have been very stressed out and eating. No good. Yeah. Okay. You could find that this especially resonates for you if you have more fixed placements. Obviously, Leo is a fixed placement, but also Scorpio, Aquarius, and Taurus are fixed placements, or you could be dealing with one. So there could be a feeling of wanting stability, wanting to persist, wanting to be um, you know, feeling like you're dependent on, feeling like there's a sense of loyalty within being dependent on that you require from others or others are requiring from you. I feel like you're probably requiring that a little bit more of others, but yeah, that could be your energy, stability, persistence, and that I am dependent on, and that I'm fiercely loyal. I feel like those are all very Leo qualities. At the same time, there's a balance to that with that Libran energy. If you do have a Libra placement, you could Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, something like that, Mars even. This could this could be you needing to find fairness. Okay, yes, people depend on me, but I need to depend on others too. And I'm not, or feeling like, right, the Libra energy is giving the justice of the scales, and so the sun and the moon, right? That's what you can see here. So my self-expression, and also what I put out and what I give to myself, private life versus um, work life, or yeah, right, like finding the balance. Maybe you're giving your all the work for what? Like I have no time for me. So there could be some considerations that you need to make to find more harmony in your life, and you need to take some uh, decisions or make some realizations that there is a cause and effect to how much you give. And you could just be really tired too. For some reason, I am feeling that your health could have taken an effect, could have gotten sick, or getting over something. Um, I have a Leo person in my life who I knew like got the flu and got COVID. So it's like, right, you may be having to improve your health, or feeling like, dang, my health, like I gotta take more vitamins, or there could be a part of you that wants to give to others, but right now you're still recovering from something and you just can't, right? So let's see what is happening for my Leos. Death. So you've gone through a transformation. Okay, there is an elimination of something out of your life. You are getting rid of something. Something has ended, and you are changing your energy. There could have been an ending within a status, or your status. There could have been an ending to your status, and now you're trying to find a balance between the choices you make with the Lovers card and feeling comfortable where you are. Some of you guys have had an ending to your singlehood, right? And trying to, or some of you guys could have had an ending at work, and you were very comfortable in that place, but you had to make decisions. So you could be your own entrepreneur, right? So you may be, some of you guys may be working from home, right? That could be it. You need to make a choice. I want to work from home and I need to end something else. Some of you guys could be choosing to move in with a partner and lose a sense of your independence, right? So there could be some big changes going on for you. You could be unable right now to make decisions, feeling a little frustrated and defensive um, as you try to preserve your energy or trying to protect your family. It's like, what do I do for myself and what do I give to my family or others? And feeling you're unable to cross the bridge. Like, I'm unable to do what I want because of my family or because of this or because of that. I can't do it freely because I have um, other people I need to make happy other than myself. It feels like you're trying to accommodate everybody and you're exploring and coming up with ideas. Yes, yes, okay. And you're trying to explore with the Three of Wands the possibilities because that might not be what you want, right? So it's like needing to find some, I feel like you want to explore outside of that of what they want for you or what others want for you and fighting what you want for yourself and making those decisions and then also getting like so overwhelmed that maybe you feel resistant to doing it at all. So you're doing things the hard way because you're not living in your authenticity. Spot on. Yes, yes. Okay. Thank you guys for you guys being so open and expressive. I love that. I love when people are talking while I with the Five of Pentacles being here again, you could be wanting to isolate yourself. I feel like this is a choice. Like I want to isolate myself. I want to be alone. This is giving very Aquarius energy. I do believe there will be an eclipse in Aquarius and Leo, and I believe it's going to be in your South Node, which is going to force you to want possible independence. Um, maybe even if you are married or in a relationship, wanting to get out of it, possibly for some of you. But if it's not that, I want to be alone. I want to isolate myself. This is like, please leave me alone. um, maybe even going through financial insecurity or job loss. And feeling a little bit anxious or worried and fearful of losing a job, even and the stress of what's happening outside of you. This could be, people are getting their jobs let go left and right, especially in the USA in particularly. I know I have some foreign people as well watching me, but I live in America, so sometimes I do say things as an American. And so, like, right, like people are losing their jobs like left and right, and you could be fearful that you're on the chopping block, and like, but you're hiding that because you don't want to scare everyone else around you. But yeah, you're worried, right? So there could be something like that going on. But with the Six of Swords in reverse, it's like this could be like sometimes like with the Six of Swords, this could be talking about delays in actions or refusing to take help, refusing to make a decision, resistant to move forward. It's like your anxiety. I'm hearing that annoying anxiety song. Awful. Why? Why create a song called that? Like, but there are people willing to be helpful to you. You may still get a job. Like, you never know what's open to you when you ask for help. Like, you may be talking to someone, they like, hey, I got a job for you. I could use some extra help, use some extra money. I got you. Like, why don't you do this work shift or why don't you do that? Um, you could be saying, oh, I really want to move and I really want to put my money here. I really need to save it here. And they're like, oh, well, I tried this. So, like, just you talking, it's like you may be resisting. It's not like I need help. I don't think it's that. I think it's more like don't be open to talking to people about what you're nervous about or what you're maybe a little bit of concern because you never know where another sense of a resource could come from or who it's coming from who can help you. I do feel like my lovely Leos are just so like, I can do it. I'll figure it out. And they're so willing to like help others. But when it comes to them asking for for help, they tend to be a little bit quiet, as a sense of like it's persistence. It's just who I am. But I do think that, just even like lightly talking about it and being like, yeah, I need more money, or I need like, I want to move and find a job here. You never know who may be like, actually, I know somebody who's been looking for someone. And are you good at this? You're like, yeah, I could do that. And there's an opportunity, right? So it's like sometimes that old school way of finding a job is not so old school. Just talking to a family friend or someone here or there may actually be really resourceful, okay, or eat someone else up. It could also be someone from your past that you were committed to, or past feelings about commitment that you're spying on, or someone spying on you. I feel like you might be spying on someone from your past. Um, there could be something like that, like you're missing someone from your past and you're refusing to reach out out of a sense of pride, but you're still stalking them. That's sort of small view of you, but not maybe wanting to take like a part of you wants to take responsibility or wants to reach out, and a part of you is like, no. Mhm. Yes, I predominantly believe in free will. That's why, like, even me as a reader, I like to say, like, I'm a current energy reader. I'm just reading your energy. I, because I do believe in free will. I do believe everyone has a destiny. Like, there are some things that are unavoidable in your life that are going to happen, and then there's some things that you made that decision to go that way. Yeah, you could be going through some losses, okay? Some sadness with that 5 of Pentacles is kind of giving that same energy, but I'm hearing between a rock and a hard place. Like you could feel like I need to move. I feel stuck. Yeah, I would say a half and half. Actually, like I talked to a psychic who she even said that. Like she was like, I believe like there are things that are going to happen, like someone you'll marry or some when you're die. Like I think those things are destined. But the free will things are the career choices you made or the decision to move somewhere or, to go get Chick-fil-A instead of making a home cooked meal like me, like those things. But yeah, there will be a lot of victory and success for you. So try not to worry. I feel like you're really worried. Breathe. There could be someone like watching you, Leo, who's very envious or deceptive in a way. Be careful with that. And you may not care because you don't like you're so withdrawn that you're not, or they're so withdrawn that they may not be aware. I feel like you're not catching this envy or this deception because you're in this heartbreak or loss that you're not realizing someone's maybe I don't know what this is. What is this? No, not just trivial, but like yeah, I think death is just like an inevitable thing for some. Um, I don't know. Like I remember when like I was with Princess, I was listening to like this Deepak. Well, I read this Deepak book. I know it's one with a butterfly on it. I don't remember what the book was called. He even like said like that his dad like knew when he was gonna die, right? Like he was like, I'm going to bed, but like he was like, I'm gonna die tonight. And he fell asleep and died. He just chose like I'm gonna die. But I mean sometimes your death is inevitable, right? Like so I don't know. I feel like it's a little bit of both. I feel like it's a little bit of both. Like I said, half and half. You're not talking to this person. Okay. Okay. You're not talking to this person. and they see you having a glow up, Leo, and they're like super upset that you're moving on and that you're healing. Even though you actually feel like a strong like heartbreak or disappointment, they think because they're it's silent since this situation's silent, they think you're happy and moved on and and they're upset that you're moving on without them. So yeah, you be mindful of someone who's very envious or deceptive. Could be a friend, could be an ex, but I'm getting someone is watching you because they think you're happy. Six of Cups. Yep, romantic. Okay, romantic, nostalgic, or best friend, like childhood best friend. Okay, maybe. But yeah, you're like so much focused on your health, whether it's a mental, emotional, or all of the above. Um, they want to really be in harmony with you. Like this person, I'm hearing "I Miss You" by Blink 182. That song. So like someone really misses you and wants to be in harmony with you and like fantasize with you a lot, or the memories they had with you. But you're like, I don't care. Like I'm so withdrawn from that. High priestess, you may be aware. You may be aware that that person does, but you don't think about it. I don't know what this is. Interesting. Okay. All right. Signs you could be dealing with. We have Scorpio, Gemini, Gemini, Virgo, and let's pull the universe cards. Cards from the universe. What does Leo need to know? I almost got rid of every friend from my past. Yeah. Yeah, I just don't feel like I'm belonged where I am right now. I gotta see the movie Fools Rush In. I haven't seen that. Yeah, I should. I did do Sagittarius, yes. Um, oh, you got ghosted by a Leo. Okay, well, your energy may have popped up. I didn't see that. Yep, this looks like a Leo. Looks like what a Leo would get in a manifestation card. Okay, so we have courage. Could be dealing with a Sagittarius or have a Sagittarius placement. It's old love. Okay, got it. Fear is a natural part of growth. Bold action leads to powerful breakthroughs. Step outside your comfort zone. Today. Uh, Hold on. Step outside your comfort zone today. Out. Act despite your fear. There we go. Mhm. Serenity. A calm heart sees clearly. True emotional power comes from stillness. Take a moment of stillness today. Breathe deeply and connect to inner. That looks like a Leo card. Persistence. Success comes from consistent effort. Keep going even when the path is unclear. Stay committed to your vision. Overcome obstacles with steady progress. This yeah, it's like, you know what, if you need a break and you need to just be serene and kind of like maybe you're going to like a lake or maybe you're just even sitting in your car and letting the sun just beam on your face. I know you guys just need that like that sense of being with nature or like just sitting with the trees. Like I get like a zoning out. You could be zoning out a lot just because you just have so much in your you just need a rest. I feel like you as well. I love dealing with Leos, they're so predictable. It depends what else is in their chart. I would say yes, most Leos are, but I've met some with Sagittarius. Uh, I've met some with like Sagittarius placements or like, Aries or Gemini for like if they had something like that, they wouldn't be the most predictable Leo. Okay, if they have one of those three, no, they would not. So, just saying. Okay, Cancer baby, my Cancer side. Okay, this is 1 hour 45 minutes and 30 seconds for Cancer. Ooh, that sounds even more fun. Yeah, but they're not predictable like other Leos. Ooh, Saturn and Sagittarius is a lot. There could be a lot of why you feel like it's hard for you to be free or express yourself or move the way you want to move. I like your authenticity here, Jonathan. Hi, Cancer rising. This falls into your seventh house as Capricorn is opposite Cancer. So this is going to deal with a lot of your partnerships. This is about who you build with, your new beginnings, your agreements and commitments, and clear boundaries with significant others. Again, this is about being practical, and this is your long range intention. This is not about short lived wishes with someone. So you could be needing to express boundaries. This could be needing more structure over spontaneity within your relationship and wanting commitment and accountability and a partner taking responsibility or you needing to. Yeah, I don't. Well, nobody likes Saturn in any sign. Everyone's like I listen to astrologers be like Saturn is not that bad, and I'm like, I don't know. I understand that it leads to discipline and blah. I'm not a fan of Saturn. I'll say it. Like Saturn is the how maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like Saturn is that karma is the planet of karma. Okay, so like if you're not getting it together, Saturn's like learn this. Here you go. I'm like, no, no, thank you, Saturn. But I don't know what it means. I need an astrologer to tell me. But I have a retrograde in Saturn in my sign. I think Saturn's in Aquarius, and I'm ruled by Aquarius. So I feel like I'm really meant to learn that lesson. I'll be honest, I'm human. So even though I'm a reader, I have my own flaws. I feel like that's one I still gotta learn. And I refuse to want to learn that one. All right. So, Cancer, let's see what's coming up for my collective. Yeah, but Saturn's the one that's going to kick your ass and be like, learn. You don't want to learn it? Okay, kick, kick, kick. Here, click, click, blue, boom. Okay, like that's Saturn if you don't get your crap together. And I would say, like, as I've been looking at my astrology more recent in the last 2 to 3 years, like I've always been interested in zodiac signs, but learning planets and your houses and the signs they're in and how they're like evolving in time. I'm not a fan of Saturn. Just I'm not. What do you want me to say? I'm not. All right. Anyway, so Cancer, you could be dealing with a mutable sign here: Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces, where you could have that placement. This is talking about fluidity, needing to surrender, and welcoming change into your life. or your significant other maybe needing to do that. Here with fire, you could also be dealing with an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. So you need to surrender with a sense of optimism and confidence, or welcoming this change with confidence and passion at this time than worry or concern. So there is like a little bit of guidance with that. I feel like fire immutable is saying Sagittarius to me, but maybe you have a Sagittarius placement, extra confirmation if you do, or if you're dealing with a partner who is a Sag. That's good. I like learning, but like you sound like a Sagittarius. I like learning, depending on what the lesson is, where it's from. Sure. Okay. Aw, you and Debbie are like soulmates over there. So okay. So with the judgment to the devil, I feel like there is a realization in the ways that your relationships could have been toxic or tied to a sense of maybe like the ways that you're realizing you're tied to someone is that here I want you in the worst way. So there could be a lot of sexualization or fantasy in a way of the way that you are thinking, okay, or you may be realizing like I want this person out of lust, and I want it to be more than this. Okay, so some of you guys could be trying to take from your mouth to his ears. What do you mean by that? It's not. Oh, well, you two just have such a cute relationship. I love my viewers getting along. That's all. Okay, so from the King of Cups, we have this patience, right? Like this patience within you. You may be feeling tied or called to somebody, and you've been trying to not let the I want to say this pull, like with the devil card, it feels like a pull. Like I'm resisting it, but I want to surrender, right? And that's why you have that mutable card, because this could be the time right now where you feel like I want to give in, but I want to do this in a way where I'm not falling for temptation. I want it to be in a way where I'm being open and I'm being compassionate, but I'm keeping the peace and not letting the fire consume me. So there could be something like that. I'm trying to find a way to not let the fires consume me. Uh, Here with the World card to the Five of Wands, you feel like you want to come together and integrate with somebody, right? This is wanting to come together and welcoming a change of integration with somebody and having your heart open. Um, but feeling maybe intimidated or frustrated within the power struggles of this power struggle. There's a part of you for your need of control cancer you want to hold back. You don't want to be open. And that's you using the control to kind of get your ways met or your needs met. And you're realizing or someone's doing this to you, like holding back and concealing. And instead there needs to be fluidity here, right? Bravery. And instead there's this like holding, holding back, holding back, holding back. And so there's someone not wanting to take responsibility or accountability for something they've done, and they're holding back maybe even an apology. Even they could be holding back an apology. And this is talking about someone who is um, wasting time, wasting energy, and not doing things in an honest manner. Possibly someone who's very disorganized and isn't really stepping up or being responsible financially within the relationship. And that's something that you two need to work on is being more fluid and open about where's the money or where's the effort or the time. There feels like there needs to be a tough conversation. There's no swords. You're dependent on this person, or there is some codependency, whether it's with you and them. I don't know if this is in a financial way, but there is some source of codependency coming on in, and this talks about um, financial stress, even a possibility of theft. So there needs to be careful attention to um, allowing things to flow instead of panic. With the Three of Cups to the Sun card, you may be having a really fun time being with friends. Maybe this is a time where, you're feeling more collaborative. Oh, thank you, Black Lion. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Much love to you too. You don't want to be consumed by fire. I I suppose you put out the fire. Yeah. Well, it's a pull, right? It's like a passionate pull, but not wanting to be sucked in. Kind of giving like what do they call it? Quicksand, where it's like, oh, I shouldn't go in, but I'm going in because slow burn. It's kind of giving like a really bad slow burn that does never leads well. 'Cause there's a lot of time and energy wasted, right? Okay, so something like that. Three of Cups to the Sun card. There could be a lot of social invitations where you keep meeting this person again and again. So there's always more time to like rehash things or retalk things through. Um, yeah, so there could be a lot of like you keep meeting this person, and every time you see them again, you realize how much you still care for them, or you're liking them, or you're falling for them again, and you're like, "What am I doing?" So yeah, you guys could be friends, right? Or you keep seeing each other in social situations, and every time you see them, it's kind of like you lock eyes with them and you can't escape them. Or every time you see them, it's like, "Ah, here we go again." But there's almost like you're holding back, and instead of being expressive, you could be dealing with a Leo. Like Leo, they've had a crush on someone has had a crush on them for a while. So this could be a Cancer, maybe, or Cancer. This could be a Leo acting this way towards you. But yeah, there could be a lot of social invitations that allow you to feel more excited or happy. Might be a really good time for you to go out with friends as well. Um, too. So, side note. Okay, so let's get a vibe check on how you're feeling. Thanks, Jonathan. You're open to change? Oh, from being fluid and patient. Okay, open to change. Okay, got it, got it. Are you dealing with a Cancer or you have a Cancer placement, right? You could be moving on from someone from your past, okay, or moving on from somebody, or you could be wanting to move things forward and you have to make choices and decisions. Do I stay or do I go? Now, you could have more than one choice within who you want as a partner. But no matter which choice you lead down, it seems like it's successful. So don't stress too much. Don't think about it too much, too much, too much, too much. Yeah, don't think about it too much. Just stand firm on your boundaries and what you want. And over time, with patience, it'll come through. So yeah, have a firm standing of what you want and be patient in that. Because the universe really is working on your side, Cancer. So I know you're stressing or you're maybe worried, but I would say you're moving right in the direction you are. Like you may not think you're moving, but I'm telling you, you really are moving. So don't worry. Everything's gonna be working out. We're dealing with a Sagittarius, a Scorpio, a Leo, Capricorn, a Libra, a Capricorn. Okay, so that is what I'm seeing. Yes, I'm a Leo Cancer cusp, and I let him go on Saturday. He is a Capricorn. Okay. So yeah, there could be someone else coming in though, like faster than you think. So be open to still dating, even if you just let something go. Honestly, it could. That's where it's saying, hey, have more fluidity, have more optimism. Yes, you could be hurting, but maybe some of you guys are just feeling like that's the way you need to process, but you're actually okay. I don't know. I feel like you may be meeting someone sooner than you think. Okay, let's see what the universe has to say. Oof, oof, oof. Okay, so we start off here with abundance. Okay, so this says true abundance comes when you believe you are worthy, Cancer, of receiving all that life has to offer. Affirm your worthiness and open your arms to accept prosperity in all forms. Awareness. Recognize your patterns. Give yourself the power to change them. Self awareness leads to mastery. Observe your thoughts today. Which ones support your desires and which ones limit your desires? Okay. And then vulnerability, which I said I feel like you're closing her. That Four of Pentacles gives concealing, hiding, pulling back, which the universe is saying, no, be vulnerable, be open. Okay. So it says being open emotionally is a strength, not a weakness. True connection requires authenticity. Share your feelings openly with someone you trust and allow yourself to be seen fully. Okay. So maybe you want to reveal or see or show yourself fully. Okay. Next, we have Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Do you have any Geminis? Yes, I love it. It's accurate. Thank you, wild horses. Okay, this is going to be 2 hours, 1 minute, 50 seconds for Gemini. Gemini gang. Who's calling my phone? Who's calling my phone? Hmm. Okay, Gemini. Oh, Gemini Venus. Okay. So this is going to be in your eighth house of deep bonds, contracts, financial entanglements, and shared resources. So you could be clarifying what you truly want from your commitments, from your needs of needing to make a decision on maybe shared ventures with others, and having to remove any uncertainty or vagueness. So maybe you were dealing with someone who wasn't being clear or vague in a way, and you're just like, no, I need something where it's certain, right? Because again, this new moon is asking that I want structure, I want sustainable growth and commitment, or in with the responsibilities or the accountability, whether it's with me or someone else, right? Because it's talking about shared. So Gemini's, you could be experiencing that. There could be some issues around breaking of a financial entanglement, of sharing your resources with someone as well. So, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Like, wait, which parts am I getting? Okay. Oh, thank you, Regina. You are always so sweet to me. Thank you. Thank you, Debbie. Appreciate you. Okay. So, again, cause and effect or accountability within the relationship. Libras that equal give and take. Cause and effect here, needing fairness, needing consideration of what's fair to you and what's fair to someone else, and trying to find the balance or the harmony. Uh, and then we have Mars, which is needing to defend oneself or move forward. And both could be true. So you could be feeling like you need to fight for what's fair. Okay, is what I'm getting here. Hi, Erin. Yes, perfect timing. Hello, hello. Okay, so let's see what is going on for Gemini Collective. Uh, so So there could be caution, overly cautious, um, even overly working or being obsessive within the work that you do. Be careful of exhausting yourself, like overworking, and in order the need to I need to move on, I need to move forward. I can't let anything hold me back. So you could be overworking, you could be obsessed in a way, Geminis, with moving forward, almost like it's your driving force. Uh, There could even be some insecurity or just feeling like very overly cautious when it comes to working with someone else. Um, some of you guys, this is your coworkers, but I'm also getting romantically here, if I'm being honest. Like, I'm overly cautious about working together or keeping the lines of communication open with you when I said we were done, even though you keep contacting me. Something like that. Oh, you know what's so funny? When I first started, it was saying, "Who's calling my phone? Who's calling my phone?" So you could get a call from them, and they keep asking for little favors or needing help with little things and trying to be still friendly. And you're like, "Well, I'm overly cautious about keeping things friendly here between us." You may be feeling like I feel like this is someone past, but we're gonna get into someone here with the King of Wands in reverse. You could be dealing with a Leo or a Virgo, or they could have both those placements. Or you could. This is someone who can feel very charming, like very manipulative in the way that they get you to do things even when you don't want to do it. You're like, I don't get how you get me to do things when I don't want you to. Damn. Um, and they're always trying to find people to help them, looking for the easy way out than doing it themselves. And you're kind of like someone who's maybe like a jack of all trades. I always say Geminis are really good at multiple things. Like they may not be well versed, but they can figure it out. Like they're just so good at it. Every Gemini I've met has like is not just good at one thing. And I don't care if you're a rising or you're a ascendant or you're a moon, but it's usually risings and suns I see it a little bit more. Like you guys are just so good at versatile things. Like you can really do whatever you want. Hi F6, I'm good. How are you? What is your sign again? I can never remember your so anyways, but here with so you're aware of this person that still wants to work on things or still is using you in a way and asks you for things very impulsively or without thinking. They call you and ask for you to help. I just keep getting like there's someone like that leeching on your energy or like someone who still leeches on you and it makes you almost like very cautious to move forward. Because here with the Fool card to the Two of Cups, there's new love here for you. There is a new romantic partner, and true, okay. And I do feel here with the Three of Wands in reverse, this is saying you feel set back or delayed that because of whatever you've been through with someone else and what they did, it just doesn't allow you to move as freely as you would in being romantic or being open to love right now. My mic's still cutting out, really. Like this whole time has it been doing that? Oh, you're a Pisces, okay. This whole time it's been doing that or just now? Does it sound better? Hello? No! I have to know. Yes, very cautious right now. Okay. What if I hold it like this? Is that better? I don't maybe if I do. Is that better? Oh, you're Capricorn. Marmar, can you tell her where to go? Because we actually did Capricorn first. Happy birthday. Okay, I'm just gonna keep going. With the Three of Wands being here, there could be some disappointments, or someone could feel very disappointed by you that you're not so open within your love. You got maybe one foot in, one foot out, so to speak. And I think you're just like, can you just be patient with me? I just need things to kind of change in my life. And, I have an idea that things are moving forward. But someone, again, you may be delayed and someone's wanting you to move it faster. Okay, stop talking to them, stop dealing with them, blah 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 blah. And you may still just be that's just who you are, you're just a helpful person. I feel like I'm talking for Gemini, like, I'm just like, I'm always gonna talk to them, and someone may be getting jealous, even Gemini, of who you're talking to, okay? Like, no, like, don't talk to them. I don't know why I'm getting the King of Cups here, it's like you're just trying to keep the peace, you don't want any tension, and you just feel like this person just wants your help for this thing. It's not like they're in love with you. Like, I think you're able to decipher what this person wants from you. But someone may be wildly jealous about this person still wanting to ask you for little things or still call you and randomly ask. And, you know, I think there could be some jealousy within this new partnership you're in if you're in one. But with the Eight of Pentacles, it's just going to take time. I don't know why I got to tell you that, but like, uh, God, like some of you guys don't know how to explain yourself to someone. Or maybe you have a hard time saying no. Maybe. But the Eight of Pentacles being here, I just think it's gonna take time for you to be open and expressive with your love and being outpouring your emotions. Someone maybe Gemini asking you to be more emotionally expressive and uh what do people ask for? Like I want you to be more emotionally mature and not hide your feelings. And it's just like, no, I just need to feel more confident and like safe in them, and then I will be expressive. So it's like someone's wanting this like big like emotional expression, and it's like I can't catch a break because like if I were to be so emotionally expressive, someone would think I'm love bombing them or like I'm too easy or I'm too open. And then when I'm being quiet or I'm like kind of just letting things take its natural course, then I'm just uh emotionally detached or it's like I can never win. It's giving it's like I'm having a hard time with that Libra energy balancing what somebody wants out of me. It's like I'm just not like I feel like you're frustrated almost. Like, not enough or it's never good enough. It's like I always like, okay, okay, enough. And I think there's a part of you that's intuitively checking in on someone and know that they need more from you. And there's almost like a maybe even a guilt coming from you because you do feel setbacks that you just don't have it in you to be as emotional. And they keep saying that they're understanding and they get it. But then when they like when they're very expressive or something, you're just like, "Oh, thank you. I appreciate that." Like, but they want more from you. It's giving something like that where I don't know. It's like I just feel like I can't win. Okay, let me get a check in on Gemini. I think you're having a hard time sharing what is yours and expressive and expression and what is mine to keep to myself until I'm ready for it to be something that I feel comfortable in. Um, and that I've put my effort and energy into to know it's safe to feel that expressive, right? No, some people just don't feel safe to express themselves or um, aren't don't want to say something. Okay, let's say for instance, just give a hypothetical here. Um, because I see what you're saying. Like relationships are tricky, and folks who are genuine just express themselves, and it's more fulfilling. I think that people who don't express themselves, it's not that they're intentionally doing it. Some maybe do it to be malicious, but some people just don't want to say something, and you're not in a relationship, and then you know you guys have a conversation about what you want out of life, and this person's like, I'm just not attracted to them, or I've realized I don't want my mind's changed. And right, you said things, you did things that made someone believe that you were available and in love and all these things. And it turns out I don't want that. Right. And then you hold that responsibility. So sometimes people hold back because they don't want to hurt someone. And it's not, and they are more careful about what they say or what they do because they are more cautious. So I don't think it's always trickery or manipulation. I think other people who do hold back because they hold a level of responsibility. So I'm just playing devil's advocate on that. They gotta heal. They may not be ready for a relationship. Well, they may be ready for a relationship in time with that person. They may not just be ready at the time where that person may be so expressive immediately. Um, Whereas someone else may need to take their time and feel safe and comfortable to feel like, oh, what I feel in this moment is feeling like, someone I want to spend my time with and be with. You know what I'm saying? I'm not on Pisces yet. So then we see here where your feeling is you want a firm foundation with someone and you kind of are wanting to go really slow. I feel in a past connection, Gemini, you went fast. And I feel like whatever Geminis I'm connecting to are very protective, not wanting to go fast, wanting the universe to take its course. If it's meant to be, my time, my energy will show up. I may not be the most emotionally expressive, but in time, I will get there. And I feel like you being in that King of Cups energy isn't that you're emotionally immature or play manipulative games. It's the opposite. You're highly intuitive, you're balanced, and you're not falling for just the feeling of love. You're letting consistency show over time. And that's your power, that's your strength, is that the universe will play it out. And like I don't need to outpour a sense of emotion to show I care for someone. There's other ways people show they care. And if you do that in the past, maybe it felt really uncomfortable for you and you got really hurt for that, right? So you may just feel like that's not the way I show love comfortably. And you're recognizing that about yourself, right? Because that eighth house is transformation. And so I think a lot of you are changing the way that you show up. Maybe some of you guys are just that emotionally outpouring of emotion. Some of you are realizing that was never safe for me. That's not how I build a firm foundation within a relationship. My relationships are showed through consistency and effort, and that's where my power lies. And yeah, you might be a little bit standing really strong in that, but you feel like that's now your superpower is like letting time take its course and not rush it. 100% turned quiet to protect myself. I was way too open before. See? Okay. Um, I love that. I feel that. I try to keep things in multiple angles and consider different possibilities, Gemini shit. I may not express my feelings, but I'll definitely let a woman know I'm into her once I decide I want to pursue something with her. Yeah, exactly. So I feel like yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. I'm just seeing you not. I feel like you're open to a new love connection. Okay, the Fool card, the Eight of Pentacles, you're working on it. I just think there is some delay or setback for you because of something else in your past with a charmer manipulator, possibly a Leo in your past or an Aries. I'm getting like a difference between a fire and an earth sign, or fire, like an earth fire sign versus someone who might be like a water fire or something of that nature. I think fire, you were dealing with someone who was fire, and now someone else is coming in, or an earth. Now I feel like you might be dealing with a water sign who's asking like a lot of emotion, and you're like, oh, this is different. Yep, he was a Leo. Okay, okay, got it. It could be moving on to Scorpio, maybe Libra. Okay. So let's see what the universe wants to tell you. Signs you could be dealing with: Scorpio. Get into that. Aries, Virgo, Leo, Okay, you may have to defend yourself in a way like of like this is what I'm willing to give and this is what I'm not, right? And setting your boundaries on that. What you give to others, what you give to yourself. Let's see what the universe wants to say. Okay, receiving your antenna, you're receiving a signal. Okay, so this is saying to manifest, you must be open to receiving as much as you give. Oh, Spirit just called you out. And so did Aaron. Gemini. No, I'm just kidding. But to manifest, you must be open to receiving as much as you give. Practice saying yes to support love and opportunities without hesitation. I love that one. I don't know if you guys want to like screenshot that one. That one's really, really good. I know on my, I know on here it's picking up. I don't know if you guys can see it. Okay, and then we have abundance. Abundance. True abundance comes from what you believe you are worthy of receiving and all that life has to offer. Affirm your worthiness. Open your arms to accept prosperity in all forms. Okay, Gemini? So, there, you're funny. Okay, moving on now to Taurus. Now, if you have a Taurus rising, this may resonate more. I do say with this one, because this is an energy update around this Capricorn new moon. So your rising sign will have an importance to how you feel possibly about what's coming up for you. You're welcome, Regina. Okay, so Taurus, this is going to be in your ninth house. So you could be planting seeds around maybe going back to school or a higher learning or maybe even like spiritually becoming more inclined to, I don't know, maybe take a shamanic class or work with a medium. I don't know, maybe a higher intuitive knowledge of sense, or maybe going to Bible study, something like that. There also could be long range travel plans. There could be you changing your belief system or philosophy and committing to growth that expands your world, but still in a grounded, practical way with that Capricorn placement. Okay. Oh, thanks, Erin. Appreciate you too. Guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe and comment once the video is done if this does resonate for you. Okay. In the next, you should be feeling this in the next couple days, if not already in your mind of what you've been thinking about. Right, Taurus. So you could be thinking about like traveling overseas. Usually, ninth house is long distance travel, or what you're planning for your future of where you're going. Okay, so let's see what's happening for my Taurus collective right now. Two more away for Aqua. I feel like there's a sense of boredom coming from you. And if you are feeling really bored, which I have been talking to some Tauruses in my chat who did say, like, the last time I did this, that they were very feeling like I need more, I want more, I'm starting to feel stuck. Which Tauruses can, it takes them a long time to feel that way sometimes. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you, thank you. With the Seven of Pentacles, you could be putting effort into recognizing I need to get out of this state of indifference. Like this indifference has almost been like the plague to your personality or to your life. And so there could be this energy within you with that Seven of Pentacles of I refuse to keep being like this or feeling bored or indifferent. Like I need to be the change. If I want change, I need to be the change. And so there could be choices that you're wanting to make. Um, with the Fool card, though, to the Two of Cups, You may be trying to find new ways of falling in love or being in love or having new beliefs in the way that you you meet somebody, right? Like some of you guys could be like, I will never meet anybody online because that's, just the worst. Or some of you guys could be believing in I I'm going to be going out more so that I do find a romantic partner. Yes, Capricorn went first, Amber. Do you have the alerts on when I come on? I know, I can't believe you missed Capricorn being first. So you have to watch it back. But it was at 3 minutes and 4 seconds. So let me know if it resonates. Here with the moon card, you have some fears though. It's like you know that you need to maybe change your belief systems and have a little bit more faith, or maybe figure out some new ways of meeting people or bonding with others and work on the way that you believe in love or something like that. And you have some fears that you're still not over though. So with the Nine of Cups to the Chariot, there could be a lover coming in though. Like, and you may be worried about them because you feel like they are a player though. They're very charming, they're very seducing. Uh, they have this, like, you play a fantasy in your mind with them a lot, you're prone to over fantasize about them, and you're like, I don't wanna do that again." Yes, the queen is here. So, I love that, Amber. So it's like, yeah, it's coming out here like, yeah, there's some fears and around opening up to love and going your way. Um You make you feel like you just dealt with a bunch of players, so you're kinda, like, tired of it. I'm tired of I feel like you just realize you need to really walk away from the player, and you're, like, forcefully, like, just making the decision, "No. I'm hearing no more. I'm getting a little tired of you fucking promises, promises, looking at your pages, seeing different numbers and numbers." Yeah, doing that. So I was like, no more. I need something deeper. I need something more than this. And I realize this is not getting me to where I want to be. And so you're keeping the peace with this person, but you've accomplished what the lesson learned. I'm hearing lesson learned, moving on. I can't. I can't. I'm very aware and I'm very in tune that this person just seduces me and charms me and we have sex and then nothing happens and we get into this, or I'm just very aware of what this person wants from me and it won't be serious. So I feel like here you're committing to self, you're committing to people who really mean what they say and say what they mean, and you're observing people and you're able to kind of identify from the experiences you have of what's commitment and what's a joke or what is nothing to like sneeze at. I feel like yeah, you're sensing the difference and you've like kind of conquered a lesson. So be proud of yourself. Not that it's a joke, but like that's a waste of time. Okay, let's call it a waste of time. I apologize. A waste of time. So let's get a vibe check on how you're feeling. Yeah, you love 3LW. Yeah, it's a good one. Okay, so yeah, you may have to again, you are letting something go. You could be letting a job go because it's not meaningful to the work you want to do. I kind of been saying that. You could be also getting a new job where there's more money, and you're balancing out. an emotional withdrawal from someone who might have been lied and made you envious or made you doubt. So you could be moving away from any deceptive energy and emotionally withdrawing from them because they weren't truthful, they weren't honest. So yeah, you could be removing yourself from someone, and that's how you feel like I need to emotionally withdraw from them. They're not honest, they're not truthful. And you have to let them go. I gotta sacrifice an emotional withdrawal. I need to keep my peace. I need to find my harmony, and I can't do that with you in the picture. There's an awareness that you're aware that this person's no good for you, and that they don't really want the best for you, or that they don't really want anything serious, and that they're just a time waster. So I feel like there is a part of you that's mentally conflicted because your heart's on fire with someone, or there's a lot of passion, or they're just good in bed, but or there's like sometimes you get horny, but like it's not worth it. It's not worth the withdrawal or something. Okay, that's what I'm getting. So you're like more focused on your work or your career. Yeah, I feel like I did pull these for you. Could have been dealing with a Leo. There could also be you feeling more self confident moving forward. You feeling very loyal to the people you're loyal to. If you have a Leo, I would. If you have a Leo placement, I would watch that. It's a band. There could also be a hard time defending yourself to others, feeling like you're trying to find your voice to move forward and defend yourself to those you're loyal to, or to those who maybe block your sense of belief. There could be a challenge with a fire sign, okay, or you're dealing with this fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But it also helped you move forward and feel more confident and optimistic in where you're going. And you could be moving in towards a new relationship from a previous situation. So I feel like this could be an exciting time as well, where you do move towards somebody else, but you will be asking for your needs to be met. Okay, so this could be really, really exciting. Be optimistic, be excited, move forward. Don't let the past hold you back. And I don't think you are. I think you made a decision no looking back, only looking at what's good. Only want what wants me. That is your mantra, Taurus. Only want what wants me, right? So, could be dealing with an Aries, a Taurus, a Sagittarius, Pisces, Sagittarius, and Scorpio. Okay, let me pull out the manifestation cards. All right. Yeah, there could be competition for you as well, Taurus. Like, there's not just one person who's into you. I feel like you're gonna have a fun dating life. You may just be the person with some options. That's not true. I'm not gonna lie though, from like Cancer to Gemini to okay, Leo. Okay, Leos, Cancers, and Geminis and Tauruses didn't have a lot of that, but that's just what came up. But like, I don't think below that it did. Okay, moving on to my Aries. Do we have any Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Aries. Aries. Okay, Aries, this is going to be in your favorite house. Aries' favorite house. Aries' favorite house. It's the 10th house. The house of career, reputation will be coming into focus. And, this is asking you to define your professional goals. This is going to be asking you to take real steps towards them and into long term commitments to your path with something that feels more natural than something where you were almost like forcing. Okay, so it feels effortless. Yeah, you missed Virgo. You did. That was all about dating and romance. Are any of my Virgos having a fun time dating? Gee, are you having a fun time dating? Let me know. All right, so let's see here what is happening for Aries. Okay, so we have Jupiter. There's a lot of growth and expansion within your career, possibly. Could be a lot of luck um, as well, based off what you do now, right? But there could be Saturn also there. So it's asking you to restrict yourself possibly here, learning hard work with patience, and that the work you do now will lead to growth and expansion. So this is long term sustainable growth, right? It's not immediate success. I know, Saturn. You also could have a Capricorn placement here, or a Sagittarius placement because Jupiter and Saturn are ruled by those two signs. Okay. Um, oh wait, are you going to try to date? Are you going to put yourself out there? Question. Um, it also could mean you just need to be patient through the experience of maybe some struggle with how you're growing and expanding yourself. So let's see here. Well, 2024 was only a year ago, like really a year ago. You know what's so funny, Aries, is I'm getting romantic, not the 10th house. So we'll talk about that. But within your work, you could be wanting to you may be feeling very overly sensitive at this time when it comes to your career and your what you want, and that you may be trying to get everyone else to kind of believe in your narrative, or um, you may be feeling I keep getting that you feel very sensitive, possibly very passionate at this time within a romantic connection, but then almost trying to like dial that back and almost like keep the peace, like nah, 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 nah. Like I don't know, maybe this is even romantic in a way where you are feeling overly sensitive to someone and you really like them, but you're trying not to um, show your feelings. It's kind of like no, like ride this storm. Don't act on impulse like I always do. No, 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 I'm not falling for it. Some of you guys don't want to fall for a player. You just feel like this person could be. So I'm like, no, no, no. Ooh, you have Jupiter in Aries. That's really good. That means your luck is in how you identify yourself, especially with your Leo rising. I feel like you're meant to show your identity, right? You're meant to express yourself and put yourself out there. With the Ace of Pentacles being here, this is saying that what you're working on, is over time. You could be manifesting, and your manifestations will come, but it requires effort. It requires work, and you may be feeling like I need to be patient. I have big dreams, I have big goals, and I'm planting these seeds, but seeds don't grow overnight. They take time. So you could be aware of that. Again, it takes effort, it takes hard work, and so you're just putting in the effort little by little to get there. But you also could be working on a romantic connection. This is someone you really trust, and I feel like you really do love someone, or you share a really strong bond with someone that you work with, or you've been trying to work things out. But there's also a sense of disappointment. What is that disappointment or sadness coming in? You might be having a hard time. Like, I really do want to give to you, but I also really want to work on the life I'm trying to create. So there could be that struggle. You might be trying to find a way to compromise, okay, trying to find a resolution within what what is feasible to work with, within what I can give, within love or in career. And I'm open to learning and building something more sustainable. Like a Page of Pentacles is someone who's eager to learn, eager to invest over a set amount of time through the comfort that you show me. So you're kind of letting your comfort within someone build your sense of trust and not just a fleeted emotion. The- I think what's hard for you to control is that you really want to, right? Like you're trying to control your urges, like, I really wanna just call you, or I just really wanna spend my time with you, or I really wanna do this, I really wanna do that, and instead you're like, "Patience." Like, Aries is like, "No, don't don't go too fast. I need patience. I need to let this." Like, I'm hearing riders on the storm, and it's like, I need to wave out the storm, like, I'm not just gonna, uh, let my passions take me and then make a terrible mistake again. So, like, yeah, it's like you're trying to keep it in your pants. I don't know how to say it here. It's like you're trying to. Okay, let me see how you're feeling. Tell me how Aries is feeling right now. Heart chakra. Your heart's open. You're trying. Your heart's open, and I feel like you're trying to manifest from an open heart and trying to bring in some money, or some again, your money, your career is really important to you. So material harvest, like, you are trying to get to that castle in the background, but you also want love. And so it's like, I feel like you want two things at the same time. It's like, I want love and I want this, but I also really need to focus on my career and where I'm going. I It's like this castle in the background. It's like, I want so many things and I want it all now. I can't get it all now. So you're kind of feeling disconnected in a way because it's from your heart or from what you really want. Because it's like, I really want material harvest more, but I also am emotionally getting bored of like the work that I'm doing. Yes. Well, no, that's being in a relation. I guess. Am I saying? I mean, yeah, some of you are in a relationship, some of you are dating. I'm saying it because I'm keeping that context open. Like, there's so many Aries out there. I'm sure there's some that are in a relationship, and I'm sure there's some that are dating, right? So it's like I'm trying to kind of keep those words fluid because I don't want to put it in a box. Unless I'm feeling like something, but I'm not. I'm feeling like that could go either way. So you also could be really frustrated because you feel like people are envious of what you have and are trying to get there and shake you in the process. I don't know. You could be feeling like other people are envious of what you've built for yourself, what you've had, even though you feel very far away from your dreams. Um, that's a my part. Like, other people may be envious of what you have or what you do, but you feel like you're so far away from what you want. So it's like so funny, the contrast. Like, people don't really know, right, what it takes to get there, what it took you to do that. It counted like so many nights alone. So much, like, yeah, I keep hearing lonely nights, something like that in my head. Like, and It's so funny because I am, someone else you may be envying what they have, right? Like they may be envying what you have, but you may be envying what they have, that they have the freedom, that they have the family, that they have the like I don't know. It's like someone wants what you have, but it's so funny because you may be wanting what someone else has. You know what I'm saying? You're welcome to my life. You wanna I think you just wanna lock yourself in your room. You're standing your ground. Yeah, you could be standing your ground, knowing what you want and not letting anything shake or move. I've seen 4, 4, and 7, 7, so that could be something for you. That you're seeing a lot of those numbers 4, 4, 7, 7, which is family and relationship, uh, partnership. Some of you guys are putting that and feeling very far removed from having that because you're just so dedicated to your career and your goals. I feel like some of you guys wishes that you just had like a AI robot, like I think that movie Her, where like some of you guys just wish you just had like that thing, just to like kind of keep you like emotionally like feeling. I don't know. I feel like some of you do want a bond or do want romance low key, but aren't like sharing that with people. Like, I really do think you want like. I'm getting that song again by People Watching. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, signs you could be dealing with. I gotta read that again. Pisces, Leo, Scorpio, Libra. I haven't dated since like 2013. I was being in a relationship count as dating, and I dated since February 2025. Okay, well that was recent. That was like a year ago. Debbie, you're so funny. Yes, that counts as dating. Yeah, you may have like where luck comes for you is like a lot of higher learning, travel comes very fast for you. Like it's very easy for you to get like opportunities to travel to yeah, that's what I'm kind of getting. You might even be really good at teaching. Okay, let's get your manifestation cards, Aries. I'm so sorry, you've been in a committed, loving relationship for years. Okay, balance. True power comes from harmony, Aries. Align mind, body, and spirit for optimal well being. Adjust your energy, bring more balance into your daily routine and relationships. Momentum. Things are moving forward more quickly than you realize. Your energy is built towards success. Keep going, stay consistent with your actions, and maintain your high vibrational state. I feel like you're a rocket. You're a rocket. Like you're gonna go off. You're gonna go off the charts. Um, Stress or negativity may be lowering your energy. Seek out moments of genuine happiness. Okay. And overworking or wasted energy may be slowing progress. So refocus on what matters. And execution here. Ideas alone won't create change. Turning thoughts into action is what leads to results. Make a concrete plan to take the first step towards the execution today. That will probably build your okay. I know. What if okay, so you studied for early childcare, it didn't work, been 18 years since then. Did you ever try to do it, like, internationally or online? Just asking. Hi, baby. Okay. Pisces, you're next. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Aquarius is after Pisces, okay? We're doing it right now. Okay, so Pisces, this is happening in your 11th house of friends, group, and long-term visions. This could be new beginnings around a sense of friendship or a project. This could also be a really good time to network within friends, or you could be going viral online. There could be a lot of collaborative goals between you and a community of people, and you are going to be feeling very supported by them or your friendships at this time as well. Okay. All right. So let's see here what's going on for Pisces. I think you guys just need to FaceTime and figure that out. What if this channel is not just tarot, but match? But, you know, never know. Just kidding. But maybe. Okay, so here we go. So we could be dealing here with Pisces with Capricorn energy, which we are under this Capricorn moon. So it is asking you to be realistic in your methodical steps that you're taking, and ambitious at this time. But there also could be a feeling of being persistent, right, with that fixed energy and needing to find people who are more dependable. And this may take time, right, to gain their loyalty. But maybe for you, it's happening easier. Like these people are just naturally feeling a sense of, oh, I feel like I can trust you, or I feel like I can depend on you. You could be dealing with a Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, or Capricorn. And this leads to a lot of spiritual growth because you may be just trusting your intuition um, because it's effortless and coming together or working together, right? It feels right. So also trust yourself um, at this time. Okay, so Pisces, there could be a sense of feeling like you're refusing to make a decision or there hasn't been a lot of decisions made. And because there hasn't been decisions made, it looks like you're trying to change the outcome. Okay. And this could be within the connections that you've been making, the friendships. Like, okay, well, I don't know why things aren't working. So if I don't understand, I'm going to figure it out. So I'm consciously aware and I'm concentrated on, wait, why haven't we made a decision? Or why are you not talking? Or where's the malfunction here? Because it seems like there's something where we're not we're not communicating properly. So with the Page of Swords, you may be going to other people, or you may just be, I see, a very forceful communicator at this time, very responsible and assertive, and um, just saying things very sharply, like you just saying it how it is. You're feeling very direct, whereas before you were unsure if you should say this or do that. Whereas now you're changing your approach in conversation where you're just saying it. So there could be a very big forwardness in the way that you say things at this time. Uh, with the Page of Cups, you're even here being open and communicative with someone that was refusing. Maybe this is you talking to a previous person that was a friend that you're wanting to be more loving towards. This with the Page of Cups and the Two of Cups. I'm wondering, Pisces, if you're reaching out to somebody and expressing how you feel. Okay, this could be a beginning of a new relationship and wanting to be honest and straightforward, of just being a very loving, open communicator. And so with the Two of Cups to the Page of Cups, yeah, you could be open and expressing your love, and um, this could be creating a sense of comfort and security within this person. Again, Capricorn Taurus energy here. But this is someone here who's trustworthy and is a businessman, but he's not the most sentimental, but he is loving and kind over time, like he does show it. He's a very active service based person, or like, how can I help you kind of energy. So you may have to be the more loving, open one. But this person may also be, giving them time and be opening up more and more to you. So with the Seven of Cups, you might be a little bit confused because it's like, I feel like you do love me, but you don't show it in the ways I want it. So I'm like trying to get answers. I'm trying to ask you questions to try to figure it out if you really want. Because I think you're very aware that there's a problem at hand in the way that you guys express communication to one another. You just find, even though you don't actually feel like they are trying to be, it's like your love languages aren't the same. I love the matchmaking. I love the way you two are talking over here. Ooh, Venus and North Node in the 8th house. There is a coming together or wanting to accomplish something together, but it's just going to have to go through a trial period, Pisces, and it's asking you to be patient. So this could be lovers turning into friends, and you're like afraid to make the wrong decision or the wrong move and not sure what to do. Uh, yeah, I don't want to. I want to be stupid. Something about like I don't want to be the vulnerable one and I get rejected. So, but you're very committed to somebody, but you're not taking the authority or stepping up to the plate. So, um, things could be slow, you know. There could also be like aggressiveness too, like you're feeling aggressive or angry or frustrated because of the inability to make a decision or make a change. And then also you're feeling defensive because you've tried to. You feel like you've tried, but I'm not vibe checking this person. Maybe tomorrow I'll do the universe for you guys. Uh, yeah, there could be some pain or hurt around how it was progressing or how someone moved. It's how they moved that really upset you. Like the way that they moved was just like with the sense of you feel like they kind of abandoned. Like, that's what I'm getting, like, you feel like they left you, and I feel like that's the story you tell yourself, but I don't know if that's, like, how it really went down, but that's the story you're telling. Yeah, so you're really quiet about how you feel, even though you think constantly of different ways of how this relationship, like, had potential, but could have been, and I always think of different ways of how it could have gone down, and then, yeah, so something like that, but you don't yeah. Okay, so feelings of Pisces here. Envy, frustration, and waiting. Like, I've just waited so long that I'm just like frustrated anymore and how I feel about you or feel about this. Like, I sometimes see you like flirting with other people or talking with other people and it pisses me off. Okay, Pisces, that could be something. Fertility. I really want things to grow, but every time I really want things to come together. I want us to grow. Yeah, I think you will. Foundations, but there needs to be a firm foundation, right? Like, that tree needs the seeds to plant, and like, you guys are not even planting seeds, so that could have been an issue, right? Is like, I was trying to come together with you, but I don't know if you guys speak the same language. It's given like y'all are speaking two different languages, even though you want the same thing. So odd. It's like you really did want the same thing, but there's a lack of power or taking power in what you like. I want, I need, I desire, like, not like the communication is so off and being powerful and like just waiting things out, being patient to what extent, to what regard, right? And that's where it could have gotten very frustrating on someone's side. Like, I'm out. How long? How long am I waiting? Right? I don't know if it was you or them, but I'm just feeling like someone felt like it's so long. Okay, so that's where I'm seeing it, seeing frustration and irritability and how long. Let's get some manifestation cards here. Could be dealing with an Aries, a Taurus, Taurus, Leo, Gemini, Gemini, Virgo, okay, Sagittarius here. All right, so those are the signs. And then I also said Capricorn, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio. Yeah. All right, so let's get some manifestation cards. Oh, the anniversary was at the first of this month. Okay. Fulfillment. True emotional satisfaction, Pisces, comes from within. Your happiness is not dependent on an external factor or person. Acknowledge what is already fulfilling in your life and find joy in the present moment. Okay. Realization. A moment of realization will shift everything, Pisces. A single insight can change your entire path. Reflect on the belief of what is limiting you and shift it. Open new doors of possibility. You might be coming into like a, as I'm saying, that page of stories feels like someone's communicating something to you, and you're like, it's like a light bulb moment. Hesitation or feel of fear. Okay, so hesitation or fear of failure may be blocking your next step. Trust in your ability, Pisces. All right, so we are moving on now to Aqua Gang. Last but not least, okay, Aquarius. Moon rising and Venus. Now, Aquarius risings may feel this more because you're going to be having a stellium in your house. Crazy. All right. Debbie, this is at 3 hours, 4 minutes, and 59 seconds. So, Aquarius, this is you coming home to yourself. This is you maybe feeling ways where you mentally or emotionally have had self-sabotage or limiting beliefs. I do feel like there is with that 12th placement, there could be a lot of anxiety or fear that you felt before that. It's almost like it's coming up again, but you're able to manage it better this time. Because you already have the knowledge. So now it's about creating habits and like removing addiction or yeah, I'm feeling like habits that don't work for you. There also could be this is activating your 12th house of inner work, healing, and closure. So this could be a time with that 12th house placements and all those 12th house placements for us. This could be a time where you are having crazy dreams or God is talking to you in dreams. There could be this feeling of your dreams could have a tie to your childhood wounds or traumas or inner, yeah, so there could be, or it's tied to your family. What maybe you're not realizing it, or you are, but some of your dreams could be tied to family, or again, inner child wounds. Uh, there is a quiet, but like it's a very profound reset because you are closing out an old cycle, Pisces, and preparing for your next emergence. So it's time for introspection and shedding what no longer serves you. I'm telling you, with all this 12th house placements, I really do feel like a Pisces right now. I'm like, oh, is this what it feels like to be a Pisces? Because this is like otherworldly. It's like, it's such a weird feeling. I've been feeling like, I feel like there's change coming, but I don't know like what it looks like or what is happening. And last year there was a lot of fear more than just peace. And so I'm trying just to find more ways. Yeah, you're getting anxiety too. Yeah. And you've been having a lot of dreams with your childhood. Okay. That's good. Okay, interesting. And I've been feeling like I'm just like trying to sit still, like be still because whatever's meant for me is coming. And like me fearing or worrying is not gonna do it. So I just yeah. I've been enjoying the rest. I've been enjoying the reset. I'm happy there. Yeah. I mean there's a little bit again, there is still like some anxiety coming in, but like it reminds me of like last year and how much I can like actually ride that emotional wave. Whereas last year I felt like I was drowning in it. So I feel like, yeah, that's the difference. Is I'm like, oh, I felt this before, but I'm not gonna let it get me this time, you know. So it's like, yeah, it could feel like that for a lot of people. Like, oh, I felt this before, and I've overcome this. Um, and what habits, what spiritual practices did I use, or which ways was I able to get out of this? Yeah, you too hear it. I love that for you. So yeah, it's like again, closing out the old cycle and preparing for your emergence. I'm kind of like I'm not gonna lie, like the way that they talk about Aquarius scares me a little bit. Like they make it seem like this big transformation that's just gonna knock you. And I feel like if Pluto is in Aquarius, I understand there's a lot of placements in Aquarius right now, so I'm a little nervous. Like I'm not gonna lie, like the way that astrologers are talking about this, I'm like Um, but I'm trying to like not let that. I understand also their job is to make everyone aware, and that like I can't take that on a personal level, and maybe it won't be so traumatic or dramatic. If it is, then I will let it come when it comes, and know that it's like, oh, I remember when they said that, instead of like letting it get to me before it even happens. You know, so yeah, that's where I'm at. But I do see it often, like what they say, and I'm just like, guys, like, can we, like, they're just like, I'm not gonna lie, like, could you a little bit? I don't know because it's like it's not just that. It's all the stellium placements, and then it's the eclipses that are crazy to me. It's the and then even if it's not Aquarius, it's like the Cazimi that's happening. It's just a lot. I'm just like, uh, I hope it's just like good. I'm just like I just keep manifesting peace and just praying that's how it goes down. But life is unexpected. I feel like I'm on a boogie board, and there could be something coming, and I'm just holding on to my raft. You know, I got my raft. And my raft is my emotional well-being, and like making sure that feels good. And if I don't, then I take my space and I just meditate and I create my reality. That's where I'm going with it. Anyways, let's get into it, Chris. What is happening for you? This year started strong and I'm just chilling, repeating positive thoughts because I couldn't hear. Yeah, I think I started off like telling you guys like it really starts with that feeling safe with itself, and I really did take my own advice on that, and with like creating like feelings of safety within me because like no one else was going to provide that. Like anything can be changeable for a lot of people. A lot of things have changed, so I'm just trying to feel safe within me first before I go looking on an external forces because you won't find it, right? So like I've been really focusing that this year because last year I was like all the hype of all the change from last year was just really overwhelming. I'm ready. 2025 beat me hard, so yeah, I can handle it, right? Yeah. Yes, I am Eastern time. Thank you, Debbie. You're such a great. Okay, so starting off here, there's love coming for you, Aquarius. Someone might be professing their love to you, very open to you, Aquarius. Uh, but there may be, you needing to kind of balance that connection out or the feeling of a relationship. Hi, Joyce. Hello, hello. And yeah, just trying to let love in patiently or let love grow within time. Um, I do think there is someone wanting to talk to you about how they feel about you. Yeah, there is someone wanting to talk to you. There also could be some fear coming up for you around love that you have been holding. Kind of, I feel like you feel like a little bit of like diplomatic in a way when it comes to it, but there is some fear or illusion and around a relationship, and you just don't trust it. You feel like there's something in you that just can't really give to it, even I don't know. There's something coming into you where you just feel like you want to keep it at arm's length. There could be again a lot of self-sabotaging beliefs in how you view love. As I was saying earlier with my Aquarius risings, there can be a lot of emotional and mental care around limiting beliefs, and you could be realizing the ways with the Seven of Swords to the Moon card, the ways that you've let your fear illuminate every like over and over and over again. I sabotage myself a lot. I'm afraid to connect. Yeah. So I feel like there's almost like this honesty coming in or this clarity coming in where you are seeing your fears open. Like this is not hidden anymore. Like it's in your face. You cannot deny something. It's like before you didn't really understand why things weren't working out for you, maybe in love or within relationships. It's clear as day to you. Like I feel like with the 12th house placement, it will be because sometimes 12th house is hidden enemies. And it's like, oh, well, whoever was hiding is coming to light with the Seven of Swords. So it's like whatever's being hidden will not be hidden. It'll be illuminated and forced forward, right? It'll be exposed. Um, because here, and I don't mean that in a scary way, it's just like the sun card is an expression of your vitality or of your life force. So when you're dealing with the sun placement, it's shiny, it's open, it can't be hidden anymore. So whatever you were afraid of, whatever lies you were, if you were afraid someone was lying, if you were afraid something was hidden, or you were afraid of something coming forward, well, it's coming forward whether you like it or not. Okay. Um, yeah, you always come at the end. Hi, spectator. Oh, Joyce, I haven't been here that much either. This is like my first time back, so no problems at all. Um, there could be a little bit of defensiveness of showing yourself fully. It's like people want me to, people are aware I'm holding back. People are aware I'm not showing myself fully, right? And you're like, yeah, well, I have a reason to defend why I am cautious. I am cautious. I am perceiving. I'm waiting. I'm allowed to wait. So you guys are standing up for yourself where, people are like, well, you hold back. You don't show yourself. You don't act like this in this way, or you don't act like that when you're, yeah, I don't. Yeah, it takes me a while to be open and loving. Yeah, it takes me a while to want to be friends with people or to open up. Yeah. It's like almost like sticking up for yourself and be like, yeah, that's who I am. You're so paranoid. Yeah, I can't be. It takes me time. Oh well. No, I don't need to change myself. It's kind of giving like I don't give a fuck anymore. You either like it or you don't, right? So I feel like yeah, you may be defensive, but that's you're open to communicating. Yes, I'm cautious. Yes, I'm waiting. Yes, because I have reasons for that. So yeah, my I think you're accepting that a part of you shining or being yourself is something that hasn't fully come out yet, right? You shining and being yourself. There's an honesty within yourself. I'm cautious. I'm waiting. Something in me is telling me I'm not ready yet. You would be deceiving yourself right now if you tried to do something that you didn't feel comfortable or safe in. Okay, so, and yes, in a way, you could be limiting yourself by not putting yourself fully out there. But I also want you to honor yourself if you don't feel like you should right now, because that's also you honoring yourself by not doing something you're uncomfortable with. It should feel comfortable. Yes, like something could be exciting or nerve wracking that you do absolutely, and you push past that. But if you feel like you're violating yourself, or you in a way, or you feel like you're stepping over your own boundary that you made for yourself, then no, that does not feel good, right? So I think there is some communication, or you're recognizing and coming up with an understanding on, you know, what is my striving towards my goals of what security looks like to me, of what I'm building something that's long lasting, right? And so I do care about my energy and what I have, and the energy that I have is worth protecting because my security depends on that. And I feel like with the King of Wands being here, that's you being a visionary. That's you being empowered in who you are and the visions that you have. And so you're very magnetic at this time, and people see you as a leader in your own right for not conforming, for not being conventional. Maybe you are overly cautious. Maybe even to an extent, you're what do they call it? A worry word, or maybe you're a what is it called? When you believe in like a lot of I don't know, I just feel like you're unconventional, but, like, you're standing in your unconventionality, and you're, like I feel like you're finding your voice and sticking up for yourself for not putting yourself out there, for not being so open. It's like I'm sticking up for myself for that. I'm sticking up for myself for preserving my energy. I'm sticking up for myself for ways that maybe um, maybe you feel like I betrayed you or def you felt like right, like, someone could be saying, you betrayed me or this that, right? Or you lied to me. And it's like, no, I was cautious. right? Like, it's like the way that someone's saying something is you're the villain in the story, maybe, but you may not be the villain in the story. This is their version of the story that they're telling. And you haven't really had your time to express yourself because you didn't even know this person was upset. You know what I'm saying, Aquarius? So you could be the villain in somebody's story. I don't know where this is coming from. You could be the villain in someone's story, Aquarius, and not even be aware you're a villain in somebody's story. That could be something here. It's like someone's coming at you with something, and you're like, "What are you talking?" Because you didn't, you were just not aware. Like they could have been saying things, but they're not calling you out by name. They're not saying you're the problem. Um, so it's so weird, and it's like you're supposed to catch a drift. And it's like, well, I didn't catch the drift because you weren't being open about it. Because again, sometimes that 12th house is a hidden enemy that you didn't even realize was your enemy because they're just lying straight to your face. So there could be something like that happening. Now that's not for all of you. Some of you, it's you sticking up for the reasons why you're cautious or why you perceive the way you do because you've been hurt in the past and you are cautious and you're just sticking up for yourself. But in the other way, it could just be here that you are, uh, you might be finding out something that you weren't aware of. So, yeah, let's see. How does Aquarius feel right now? Yeah, I don't feel yet for many things. And my mom says I'm paranoid and exaggerating about it. I feel that. But I'm afraid to be the woman I'm meant to be, and I feel I'm just protecting myself. I feel that. I do. I've been told so much. You're overthinking it. You're paranoid. And then I kind of just like now I'm like, okay, I'll take it into consideration. And then I see how things happen, and I was like, I was right. But like that's cool. I've learned that like my truth doesn't always need to be told to everybody else. Just to sit back and like note it. I've become very quiet. Like I've become very, very quiet because I just realized like every time I try to say something, it turns into you're overthinking it, you're worrying. And I'm like, okay. I've been realizing that a lot. Like every time I try to say something, you're worrying, you're overthinking. Okay. Yeah, the waiting game. So there could be someone coming forward, a friend, a partner, a relationship, who's telling you something or coming out with something and you weren't aware of it and they're like telling you a truth. Um, and they've been holding back for maybe a while. You could also feel like you're holding your truth back for a while, right? Like it's been really hard for you to make partnerships. It's been very hard. Again, this could be you feeling like there's a limiting belief within about relationships, about how you show love, and you may be recognizing it's you. Like it may not be other people. Maybe the hidden enemy is you, right? Because you are the 12th house here. So the illusion, right? And so Pisces is that illusion kind of, and it's like, yeah, these people may be the force behind it, but you still may be the person in that driving seat who is still having those limiting beliefs around love or showing up as your authentic self. So there's partnerships and people who are kind of helping you see your truth or seeing the ways that you betrayed yourself or like I don't know, it's kind of giving like you said you wanted something. It's like you say you want something, but then you go in the opposite direction of what you want, right? And then someone may be saying, hey, like I see your like someone may be able to talk to you better or may be able to help you recognize something that you couldn't see before and like you were you weren't seeing the ways you hurt yourself, right? So I think there's people who are willing to work with you and celebrate with you. It's not. I feel like you are very cautious, but it's actually a really good time to be around other people because it will be triumphant. And there are a lot of people who may be just like you, right? Like you may be isolating and a loner, and you may be finding groups of people who just fit your niche or what you like to do. And those loners are you all are like a set of loners, like outcasts. Like I always say, like I feel like such an outcast. Like I don't fit. Like I think Aquarius is just naturally, no matter your sex, your religion, your age, whatever. Aquarius are just not meant to fit in. I swear to God, like they just don't fit in their class or their status quo. They just don't. Even no matter how hard they try, and it's like I feel like that's like the tip of Aquarius is that they do that. And like it's so funny because I have like my Aquarius rising is in retrograde and I not my rising, but like I have other Aquarius placements where it's in retrograde. And one interesting thing that I felt always as a kid is that I always had it right as a kid. And as I went through my experiences, like I lost myself, but I was always who I was from the beginning. And, like, that was, like I really did. And, like, I feel like a lot of people, like me as a little Vina, like, was, like, such an OG, like, badass that, like, I lost it as I got older because people were so intimidated by it. That's what I honestly felt. Like, I was just, like, I didn't care what anybody said. I didn't care what anybody thought. I just was me. And even my family members and my sister was like, "Oh my god, like, you just knew who you were." And I was like, "Yeah, I don't know where it went." Like, it went. You know what I'm saying? Um, so it's like, and that's been, like, a process for me to, like, get back to that version. They're like, "Well, you can't go back to being a kid," and it's like, I don't wanna go back to being a kid. I just wanna get back to the point where I don't and I've had to, like, just get rid of almost, like, everybody to not give a fuck, which is, like, a shitty truth, but, yeah, it does sometimes take that. But I'm feeling really good now. Like, I feel good now, but it's like it's crazy to be like a kid and think and look back and be like, "Damn, that kid really knew a lot." And then, like, you know, everyone thought I was just so harsh with my words or this or that, or I was just so, like, straight with, like, how I acted. Like, I was crazy in a way, like, always everywhere and anywhere, but I felt like I had a really good understanding of the world for such a kid. Like, I really felt like I was just so like that's why when like people say like, "Oh, I learned from like a movie or this or that how to be a character like a person," I'm like, I never felt like that. I always felt like I was just me from the beginning. Like there was never any need to like be something else. I think the only thing was that I wasn't palatable or likable with like kids my own age or like yeah, like things like that. I don't know if you guys feel like that too, but like I just felt like yeah, I was like kind of like a force to reckon with, so to speak, as a kid. So like I was not everyone's like likable. I was not likable. Like I think one year I was voted least favorite kid in class. Like I was not likable by any means. Um, so I'm still not likable. So and I own that. But like yeah, but I didn't care. Like I was in my own world. And so like now I'm just still in my own world. I'm still a force to be reckoned with. Yeah, maybe. But like yeah, but yeah, I feel like I meet people who are like-minded like me, you know, and I'm just like moving forward. And I don't know where your message went. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm just like talking about like my own experience as an Aquarius rising because I feel like a lot of Aquarians don't feel like they belong where they belong in, and I always like try to like. I do like people though. Like they say Aquarians don't like people. I do like people. I actually really do. I'm not like someone who doesn't like people. I just don't like getting close to people. It's like hard. It's like I like people, I just don't like getting close to people. Exactly. Nobody understood me and I'm embracing that again. Yeah, also another Aquarius rising. I'm in the era of protecting my energy and no fucks given. Yeah. I feel like that's the era of Aquarius emerging is like, all the Aquarius risings can come to my channel, or anybody who feels like that can come here. Yeah, I know that they say though, like a lot of Aquarians like are humanitarian but don't like people, and I'm like, I like people. I don't know. I feel like had hearts distance, but I do love people. I do love people. I have never been someone who's like I hate people. I've never felt that way. Yeah, I love people, but I need time alone. Yeah. At this stage, I don't like too many people. I don't know. I think I just innately have like such an independence within me. Um, but I will say when I really like someone, I can be codependent, or like when I like when with friends I had, like it was always like one friend I really liked, right? Or like one friend or this friend. Like I always liked individual relationships, not groups. I don't know what it is about groups. I'm like, I'll play like with a group of people, like if it's a game or something like interactive. I've never really loved groups of situations. I don't know, because it's never authentic. It's all like people don't really get along, people don't really like each other. They say they do, but they don't. And it's like I don't have the energy for the hierarchy of where people stand here, like ever. Like I never really loved that. Like yeah. And then I would try to get into groups, and then they always. I'm still trying to find like that. I think I'm cool with like community, like working together to build something, like make trees or give back to people. Like maybe like in a maybe that's where it's like the Aquarian way, like maybe in a humanitarian way, or like if we're doing something interactive, like painting, board games, something fun. But if it's not, and we're just like hanging out to talk, nah, nah, want to be alone. I just want to see one person one on one. I don't want to be in a group. Uh, I was just like, of course, like birthday, Christmas, holiday, sure, but not. It's just not me. It's just not for me. There's nothing wrong with those people. I just don't want to be involved. Yeah, the world is on me. Okay, dude, does anyone feel like they're like over like influencer life? Like I feel like nothing against them. I just feel like every time I'm just like nah, 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 nah. Like I don't have any energy to kind of like I listen to like readers or like someone who's giving me a sense of value in what they're saying, but like I don't care what you're doing. I don't care about your routine. I mean, if you're teaching me how to build a routine, probably. But like I really do feel like the the world is like, and I've heard some people say this anyway with all this air energy, right? We have Aquarius, Gemini, and yeah, those are the two big ones, right? Like, and then we have that Capricorn energy. I feel like people want knowledge, people want information, and I feel like everyone's kind of getting over this. Yeah, I just don't care what you're doing. It's like I don't care. And nothing wrong, and I'm sure there's an influencer or two that I may be interested, but not really. Like anytime I see and like that kind of stuff, yeah, I know instantly if I would want to be around them. I don't know. I feel like a lot of like that kind of like life, like that influencer life. I feel like it's kind of going away because it's not real. Anybody could be that in a way. Like I'm not saying it's not hard work, but what I am saying is like it's just like you're being recognized just because people like your personality. But is that a like? I guess it's a value. Like your personality is a value. I don't know. I guess my question on it is that a sense of information or what does it really provide? It feels like I'm escaping almost, by watching. Hi, Starlight Sky. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I'm just venting. I just feel like I'm kind of. I guess I just say I'm just like a little over. Like I just don't look at it. I just don't look at it. Like if it's not providing me a sense of information or of giving me something that I just. And it's not wrong. Like their personalities do give you something, right? They give you life, they give you energy. But I feel like a lot of people are stepping away because they're like. I feel like if you like them, there's a sense of you that thinks you are them, and that's why you like them. But it's the same with tarot readers. Like everyone, there's so many readers. So if you like a reader, you have to like their personality. You have to. 'Cause it's like what separates them. I mean, I guess, or you think they're really talented, of course. But it's like it's talent mixed with personality. So I guess it's the same thing. Anyway, I'm done here. I'm getting off now. But I had a really fun time coming back on. See, this is why I took my break because I was like, I'm just tired and I'm not showing up in the way I would if I could just take a break. That's true. So I think tomorrow I'm gonna do a you versus them. I haven't done that in a while, so we'll do that tomorrow for every sign. I'm gonna do it based off of zodiac sign, so it's probably gonna go water because water always starts it, and then we'll probably do air, earth, fire. Okay. So thank you guys. Thanks for keeping the chats lit. And I will keep you guys in mind for the next read. Love you guys. Oh, thanks, Marmar. I really do appreciate the feeling and feedback. Thanks. Thank you guys so much. Okay, good night. Bye. Oh, make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, and let me know in the comments if it's resonating or what themes you've experienced under this new moon. It did start January 18th. So, yeah, let me know if the themes are kind of happening in your life in what way. Okay, bye.